got you in my sight. I keep all the words you said to me. I get you, get you, get you, get you on your knees. Rewrite all the things you said that I should be. I'll get you, get you, get you. Now you beg me please. Hey, now I stay away. You were never meant to save me. Now I stay away. I'll hear you say you're sorry. Hate I even love you. Hate I fell in love with you. Hate I even loved you. Hate I kinda fell in love with you. Hate I even loved you. Hate I fell in love with you. Hate I even loved you. Hate I kinda fell in love with you. With you, I cried with you. Now wanna be alone. I lied for you, I tried for you. You wouldn't play alone. I got you in my sight. I keep all the words you said to me. I get you, get you, get you, get you on your knees. Rewrite all the things you said that I should be. I'll get you, get you, get you. Now you beg me please. Hey, now I stay away. You were never meant to save me. Now I stay away. I'll hear you say you're sorry. Hate I even loved you. Hate I fell in love with you. Hate I even loved you. Hate I kinda fell in love with you. Hate I even loved you. Hate I fell in love with you. Hate I even loved you. Hate I kinda fell in love with you.
with Over the edge.
We're still a little bit fuzzy here, but I believe everyone's ready to hear me now. Couldn't you can hear me? Oh God, I can't hear. Who knows?
Oh, that was my fault.
Yeah, this is what we had tech checks for.
You were muted, and then I was like, oh yeah, no, okay, figured out. No, my mic was just off. Okay.
Totally
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, well, I'm so excited to be here for our top 64 on Ursiidays Pokemon Pocket Weekly number 34. Oh my God, we are so far into the year, and it's absolutely insane. I would like to introduce my co-host here. I'm sure everyone already knows who he is. He's a fantastic member of our community as well as a competitive player himself. I think he has made 4 top 64s himself.
Yeah, it was top cut. It was top cuts because I think some smaller. It's been ages. I was so close to making this one, but I'm glad I definitely threw the game, of course, so I could commentate on day 2. But
I'm sure it was completely on purpose, especially since
it definitely wasn't the worst matchup possible. So
was it
anyway, but yeah, I was playing Savali with Electric. I don't want to call it Orco because I only had one, and I was against Lucario Rampardos.
That does sound like a pretty bad matchup.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Anyway, but I'm glad to be here. We're commentating for Pocket Weekly. Was this 34?
Yeah, 34. It's absolutely insane. But yeah, guys, if you're interested in Pokemon Pocket content, I'm not sure if Corn's been streaming lately, but he puts out some really awesome competitive content. And he's actually made, or was, top 1,000 earlier this season. I think still top 10K. Are you top 1,000 still?
Yeah, I'm still top 10K. The numbers keeps going up. I'm at about 2,000 rating. I'm going to have to grind a bit. Yeah, I haven't been streaming much lately, but I will be streaming on Thursday, but I'm gonna be playing the new Donkey Kong games, not necessarily Pocket, but you should definitely drop a follow, and it's kind of on brand, so I kind of have to.
Not the Donkey Kong. Isn't your picture supposed to be Donkey Kong or something?
It is. That's why it's on brand.
Ah, interesting brand. I don't think I'd choose it, but I get it.
It's custom art. I did it.
I love it.
Well, I stole the sketch. Anyway, continue.
I don't think you're supposed to admit that. Anyway, well, how are you feeling about this meta? You played a lot of it. You almost made top 64 yourself. How are you feeling about the meta today?
It's it's certainly, I think I like this one more than a bit about the last one. We do have like a third of our cut is playing Sylveon Greninja. It's been over 20 people, but there's several different things. I do have to call out Buzzwole's absolute fall from grace.
Yeah.
From being very, very strong to, it's still like a solid deck, but when some of the most played decks are Charizard or the EV box with Flareon, and they've got fire type Pokemon that are just going to one shot you. It kind of it makes it hard. Not to mention the Greninjas going around.
Yeah, I can totally agree with that. It's so interesting though seeing all the Sylveon. I like the Sylveon.
So Sylveon is everywhere. I do think some people are putting it into decks that it doesn't. If you're playing one Eevee and one Sylveon, I'm like, oh, what are you doing? But it's certainly a strong card. And definitely. Do we have any Solgaleos today?
It
We
was doing
don't?
really poor yesterday. It was doing really poor yesterday,
Really?
actually. Let me see if I can
It's
bring up the actual
that's
tournament page for everyone. We can look over it together here. But yeah, it was doing really poor, both the Sylveon and the Shiinotic version of
oh wow, the
of
Shiinotic
it.
version 31% win rate.
Yeah, it does
Oh
not feel
lord,
good. It does not feel
that's
good.
it had bad matchup into Sylveon Greninja, huh? I mean, the thing about the reason I was thinking about it is because Solgaleo one shot hit this is 140, which can knock out Sylveon. So
Yeah,
it's
which is really
very
nice.
so it's interesting. I guess the other decks are just so strong. There wasn't
Um,
there weren't too many people
So there is
playing it.
one Solgaleo Sylveon EX that made it into our top cut, but there's I don't know. I just think it's so interesting to see. I kind of disagree with how some people are seeing it though, which is my problem. I was actually having conversations last night with some different people from the physical card game about am I allowed to cut the name Sylveon EX out of deck names? Because it feels like sometimes people are getting like the wrong point of view that they're like, wow, Sylveon really ruined all the diversity in the game. It's a support card. And so I was
Yeah,
like, can I cut Sylveon EX out of the name so that people understand more that it's a support card, not an
I,
attacker? But I was told no, that there is a similar Alolan Ninetales back during Ultra Beast times that they included it, but it's the engine, not the attacker.
it's a bit harder with Pocket because of the 2 card limitation, right? Because in the physical TCG, if you've got a one of card, it's like it's like a toolbox card. But maybe one of your main attacks is 3 or 4 copies. But with this, when you're just you just have the option of 1 or 2. I do think stuff like the Charizard deck, those are
Mm-hmm.
the only Pokemon in it, right? If it's one of 2 Pokemon, the 2 fully evolved Pokemon that are in the deck, then I think you do need to include it. But
Well, I was
um,
thinking like Greninja Giratina, right?
yeah, I
Versus
would say
Sylveon Greninja.
it's more a Greninja deck than the
Yeah,
Sylveon
it's
deck
more
for
of a
sure.
Greninja deck, or like I don't know, but the consensus was in the physical card game. Often they'll include the attacker, and then the engine as
Mhm.
the second Pokemon. But it's understood
Yeah,
that engine doesn't mean it's not like
yeah, like
strong.
Pao, Baxcalibur.
Or like back, yeah, Chinpao Baxcalibur, or like there used to be like an Inteleon line that you could put one of the Inteleons did sniping like the Greninja, but there was a secondary Inteleon line that searched for items or supporters. So like it would be like
Yeah,
what was it? It was like Suicune Inteleon. But you would count it as like you use Inteleon even though it was mainly for the support line. So I was told no, that I'm not allowed to do that, but I don't think Sylveon should be the first Pokemon name. Like at least Greninja Sylveon, at least
yeah.
Greninja.
It Limitless orders them. It puts EXs first,
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
which is what's causing the.
But I just still thought it was interesting. I still thought it was interesting. Uh, are there I thought it was really cool though to see how far Darkrai had fallen down. It was in some of the rounds at like a 30, not 30, like a 44% win rate. What did it end up being? It ended up being 46, but it was nice to see it in my opinion.
It's still. The deck has a lot of consistency, right?
Mhm.
Like we've got the only player who went undefeated. They went 8-0. Um, Darkus from Spain. They're playing Darkrai Giratina.
Understandable.
It's pure Darkrai Giratina. They're not playing Nihilego. They're not playing. I guess that's the main card that people are playing. It's just those two with 16 different supporting cards. And yeah, and I think that's actually the match that I want to watch in round one. Because they have an interesting matchup, I'll say.
Uh Yeah, when we just started talking about it a little bit, it looks like they both did check in and are streaming, so we'll be able to watch this matchup, which is what we've been talking about. Could you tell us a little bit about it? Because I feel like chat could be very surprised to hear about this, as I was.
Yeah, Ursi didn't know.
I had headaches
I told her I was
yesterday.
like I already know which one I want to watch. We've got a Snorlax EX Delcatty deck in Top Cut.
That's
Um,
crazy.
it's and this is the one that I want to watch, and they they got in at number 64, so they get to play the number 1 seed, unfortunately. But honestly, I think not that bad of a matchup if they're constantly chip healing
Mm-hmm.
the Snorlax, and I'm still missing. I missed 7 Wonder Picks on Snorlax EX, and I stopped going for them. So
Oh no, that's tragic. But with that being said, I mean, is looking really interesting the matchup. Uh, you were telling me about like the comfy for to keep that Snorlax from falling asleep and things like that. So I'm really interested to see if they can find all their pieces and how they might be using some of these different support Pokemon to really help the Snorlax get set up.
Yep.
I think we're gonna let I'm gonna
I think they've got a couple minutes still, or if they're both here, I don't know.
I'm gonna let them say that they can start games. It looks like we can hop into channel 64 though,
64.
and that's where it'll at least be for it.
I will see you there.
Perfect. Let's see here. I don't know that they've announced it yet. I can also just go. I can. I'll let them know.
It's buffering for me.
They might have some troubles, but they're trying to stream for the most important. It's buffering a bit for me too. We can try to hop into channel 62 and see if that one will be better.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because it does. If it's gonna be buffering, it's probably just gonna be bad signal either way. Oh, it's a cute background. Not that we're gonna show it. That is a cute background.
That is cute.
Okay. We're gonna get everything set up to watch this, but I'm really excited about this Delcatty. Let's see here. I'm gonna get the game up. We're top 64. Oh, is there anything? You've played more Snorlax than me. Give me the game plan for what you think.
I've not. I'm missing one.
You don't know
I'm
this
missing
one?
Snorlax.
Oh, no. But you are the Snorlax
I'm missing a Snorlax
guy.
EX. I played the older Snorlax. Yeah, the shout out to the secret Snorlax deck. What's the secret? It's the 3rd Snorlax that you play with Celestic Town Elder. Honestly, the game plan here, you can get a Delcatty out early to it attacks and it charges up, so you can start hitting with the bench. There's a good chance, I believe the Snorlax puts itself to sleep, which is not as big of a penalty as it sounds like, because there's a 75% chance that you end up awake by the time you can attack again. But they're also playing Comfy and a Pokemon Center Lady to get out of that. They're also playing Ilima to fully heal one of their colorless Pokemon. So they can like the Delcatty out, or the Snorlax. The Snorlax has 160 HP, which does live a hit from Darkrai plus a Giratina ping. Are they playing red? They are playing red, so red will let them get around that, but they're not playing. Oh, the Snorlax player isn't playing any tools, which to me makes sense because if you're picking up your Pokemon, you don't get the tool back, unlike Penny in the physical TCG.
Yeah, it depends, I think, as well. Even the physical TCG, whether or not you get it back, it depends on how the supporters work.
Yeah, it'll say the card. Yeah.
But yeah, it would be interesting actually in the future if we saw something like that where, and all cards attached to it or whatever. I don't remember what it is exactly.
It will be. Well, we're in with game 1.
Yeah, it looks like game 1's about to start here. We're gonna let them get set up before we show it up on stream. But I'm really excited. Okay, and we are into game 1. Darkest starting with that Giratina EX. I don't really think you ever really want to start with Giratina EX, but always nice to find it turn 1. So not the biggest deal. Uzi starting with Skitty, who I don't know which Pokemon you want to start with. So I can't really say much here.
I think you want to start with Skitty because it'll let you power up your Snorlax. Also, going first, not too bad when Delcatty's attack costs 1 energy, which means that you can begin ramping immediately.
There comes a Snorlax in the Comfy down as well. We'll have to see if they have that Delcat that you mentioned. Second Giratina. Definitely not really what you want, but Pokeball now assures for that Darkrai EX. We're going to have 3 Pokemon already set up on the board. Full art at that for...
That's very pretty art.
Which one do you like best for
And-
Giratina? I like mixed feels on it.
I would love the full art, but I use the default art. I really do not like the immersive. It's certainly a good art piece, but I want pretty cards on my board. So I generally just use the default Giratina.
That makes sense. I only have the immersive Giratinas,
I'm doing a deck check.
so I have to use the immersive.
You only have the yeah. I think I have 3.
I actually even pulled extra cards because I was like trading toward his list before
Yeah.
the 10K, and I didn't have a single one. And I bought one, and then I opened so many packs that I got another gold Pokeball and another immersive Giratina before I got a common Giratina. And I had to buy a second one as well to trade to him. That's pretty tragic.
Trade away. Wow, that is tragic. Well, look again. We're seeing the charge up immediately.
There's Mars.
Delcatty did take 20, and with the ping, it
Mhm.
means that if you go ahead and attack again, then you're taking the 20. We'll see if they have Pokemon Center Lady, or if they. I mean, honestly, do you sack? Okay, they do
There's
have it.
Pokemon Center
I was like,
Lady.
I don't think you sack Delcatty here, but you see charging up the bench, doing another deck check. Yeah, they're gonna charge up the bench there with the colorless energy. Currently, the only way to see a colorless energy in the game, and this Snorlax can start attacking next turn.
Yeah, that's gonna be exciting. Right now, I definitely think Uzi wishes that the Delcatty didn't do damage when it attacked, because it would be much healthier right now.
Oh yeah.
But alas, it is doing damage, and I do believe it is in range of that Snorlax attack now. So I guess trade-offs.
Yeah. Okay. You see the giant cape here, but you see if we end our turn, add a psychic energy. So that does mean that the Snorlax, or sorry, that the Giratina will have enough energy to attack next turn, but it will take the dark energy, so they can only deal 130 next turn. And there's a Rocky Helmet, but Ursi, the Rocky Helmet doesn't matter because Snorlax heals off the damage after the attack.
That's not good for Darkest, so let's see how it ends up
Yeah.
doing. That's hilarious, though, to think about.
Yeah.
Rocky
so
Helmet? Who?
I think this was definitely the correct attach here, because that way you can use Darkrai on the next turn. So it'll let you do
Ooh, Sabrina, though.
oh, that's brutal. That is
Who do you
brutal.
put up? I'm gonna quickly check, but Uzi
You
does
put up the
not
yeah.
run a Cyrus, surprisingly. Oh no, there is one Cyrus. It's already all the way at the bottom of the list, though.
Yeah.
So.
There is a Cyrus.
And we're just gonna do another energy to the Snorlax. Okay.
Yeah, they don't have a way to force it up. Always comfy. The risk is if our Darker Giratina player they play a copy of Red, which would let them get through a Snorlax in one hit for it's 150 plus 20. And that's basically the risk. I'm kind of surprised to see a second Skitty on the bench rather than leaving a space open for another Snorlax. So
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that as well here. You would think that they would want to set up a second Snorlax because they do have a little bit of an overflow of energy here. One on that Comfy where it wouldn't otherwise need it unless I'm like, yeah, it doesn't really need it. But it looks like we're going to hit Cyrus and a red card off that research. And we will be able to knock out the Delcatty here.
okay, going for the retreat, I think.
Mm.
Do you put the Rocky Helmet one back up? If we see Uzi's the Snorlax player is looking for Cyrus, right? Cyrus on the Darkrai means that Giratina can't get through it in one turn on its own.
Yeah, there is a Cyrus.
There it is. Helio in Spanish.
And we'll see a retreat
honest-
here? But how much damage is Snorlax? Is this the 120
Yeah.
Snorlax? Or
It's 130.
130.
It's
Yeah, and that's going
130.
to knock
Yeah.
it out.
So knock it out, and then immediately on the back foot. I guess you already mentioned what was drawn off that. I would have used red card there. I know the opponent only had 2 cards in hand, but I feel like as long as the opponent doesn't have Cyrus, you are in a really, really good spot. But they did. So now it's kind of, let's see, you hit with Giratina, you go to 150. Alex hits you for 130. So you're super low. Even Delcatty's starting to be in range of finishing him off.
Let's see, and they are going to hit the red, which will do 150 damage, but...
Yeah, and I think they were debating on playing it. I think if you're not playing another support card, you should definitely play it, because you're not, realistically, if there's a second Snorlax that you end up attacking, like, you've already lost the game. So here we go. We're going to go down to 20. Snorlax player does play a copy of red, which would immediately finish the game, but otherwise, it's still going to be...
there's a
look at that,
Lima,
10
though.
HP, 10 HP full heal.
That hurts,
10
for sure.
HP
And now we
full
have
heal.
that Snorlax come right back down. We will have to give this turn's energy to the Delcatty to be able to attack, but that will also put it in range of a Snorlax attack.
Yeah. Now, I mean, Darkrai, even Darkrai coming out here, what are you going to do? Those are good. We're drawing well. How much damage does Skitty do? Skitty does 20 damage.
I mean, it's not the worst.
It's not the
best.
worst. I'm just thinking, like, because you're not in a rush with your Snorlax, right? You could just go.
Pokemon Center Lady.
Or actually,
but
how
it
much does
doesn't really
Comfey do?
matter.
Comfey does 30. Okay, just use all the healing cards. The thing
Potion.
is, our Snorlax can't attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we just lost all the energy on it. I expect, yeah, Skitty. We're looking for Delcatty.
There's the second Snorlax EX.
I mean, I guess Snorlax can also just, like,
It
tank a hit first, right?
Yeah, for sure. And there's a second Lima in Uzi's list, so they could just go and tank with it, take some damage, and pick the card back up.
It's another helmet. The helmet. Look at tapping Darkrai. They're like, let me get Darkrai. Okay, well, there's your Darkrai, the Pokeball, but
Well, I would say too late, but it doesn't feel great right now, for sure.
Yeah, see, we used a potion. Do we use 2 potions? I know we used the Pokemon Center Lady.
We used Pokemon Center Lady, and I think 1 potion.
I think 1 potion. Okay.
We're gonna
Well, so we're in range here of
if we had
Snorlax
Dawn
now.
this
Snorlax can't attack this turn. They don't play Dawn.
Yes, that's why I said it with that invitation. If we had Dawn, but we don't.
Ursi loves Dawn.
No, I just there's just obviously you wouldn't have attached energy to this Comfey if you could have stopped it, so it doesn't really matter. But
Dawn has really cute plays, which are like fun to do.
Honestly, I think most Dawn plays are like kind of cheesy. I just think I think in Flareon, in like EV box, it actually sees play because you have like multiple attackers that have more energies in their retreat.
Yeah. Did they tap concede? Why is it? I saw them. I guess they might have closed the thing. Are they thinking? I mean, I don't know what you can't do anything here, right? I mean, you can retreat into Darkrai. That's the only way you live. Is you put energy on Darkrai and retreat into it.
We don't have red anymore.
Yeah, because you're gonna need to attack twice, right?
Yeah.
And if you attack twice, then that means they get an attack in. So yeah, unfortunately.
They do have Giovanni though and red on Uzi's side, both of which can knock out this Darkrai. How does ability versus helmet work, I wonder?
So you take the damage when you do the hit, and then the ability heals at the end of the turn. So like if the Snorlax attacked here, it would go to 120, and then at the end of the turn it would go back up to 140.
Makes sense, but there's Giovanni, and that is going to be game 1.
Game 1 to Uzi.
Really, really cool plays by Uzi. Really, I don't know, I enjoyed seeing that matchup for sure. I wonder how game 2 was gonna go though. I'm gonna quickly check something. This is their only Darkrai they've gone against. I wanted to see if there's other Darkrai's that they'd played against.
I did I did look at their matches because I was so interested in this deck when I was doing the homework. And if there's not actually homework, but I was taking a peek last night, and they played a lot of the like I'm gonna say standard lists, like very common ones. They played against Charizard, they played against some Oricorio, they played against the Greninja list, they played against Magnezone, played against Guzzlord and Buzzwole. So very very diverse matchup spread. Okay, we're seeing Darkrai in the active.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's like literally every single one of the top decks they've played against. So really nice to see that. Darkest is starting both Giratinas again. Darkrai in the active. They are going first, so there won't be any weird footsies between those two different energies.
Yeah.
I stole the word footsies from NBB, so I saw you laughing at the word. I'm just saying.
Okay, yeah. I can't see Ursiidays, so it's kind of cheating. They're okay. Ursiidays double Snorlax. I was thinking about it. They started Skitty. I feel like starting Snorlax gotta feel so bad. 4-cost retreat. It basically forces you to Lima out if you're not. I guess you can tank for a couple turns because against Darkrai, right? They deal 20 damage. You just heal it off. So you'll actually kind of be okay, but not amazing. Yeah, get her 20 here. Kind of
Let's see. That
okay,
is
they're
be
ripping
Sabrina.
it. They're ripping Sabrina. So notably, this Skitty is damaged, right? So they have the option to Cyrus up a Delcatty later.
It also, by attaching to Darkrai with Skitty in the active still, it also stops them from using a Lima this turn.
How so?
A Lima can only be on damaged Pokemon.
Oh.
Doesn't it?
You're
Am I
right.
wrong?
Yeah. Damaged Pokemon. Yeah, I was thinking, oh, it's got to be kind of awful to have Snorlax in the.
Yeah, it's gotta have Snorlax. Be awful to have
But you
Snorlax
can't just pick it up because it's gonna. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is an. I think that was I was hesitant on the Sabrina, but this is a very good result here where there's Snorlax in the front. I mean, obviously your goal is as soon as this takes damage, you wanna pick it up. I think attaching to Darkrai there is a mistake. For the Alima reasons. Well, I would have attached to Giratina because now it can be picked up.
Yeah, right? For sure. It could be picked up, and it looks like they are going to use it. There we go.
And that was a good. I didn't even thought about it. That was a good call out by you. Is that as soon as you, imagine if the Snorlax was still at full HP, next turn you could attach and retreat and attack. And then if you had a boosting card, that's how you could get through. But otherwise,
honestly, I don't think you even want to attack with Giratina this turn. Because the problem with that is that Giratina would be in range of getting KO'd by the Snorlax, but at least here Snorlax is going to need a Giovanni to knock out the Darkrai.
Yeah, Giovanni or Red. They do play two different cards. It looks like, was that 7 cards in deck? I couldn't see.
I don't know, but they have
Uzi
5 in hand.
Does have 5 in hand, which is quite a lot. So it's a very good chance. They did lead Delcatty.
Yeah, so maybe they don't have it, but
maybe I feel like they could be, if example they had Red, they could have get an attack here to save. Do another deck check. Ooh, looks like Sabrina was played.
Oh, it's Sabrina. My bad. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. We would have seen them retreat. I'm an idiot. Ignore me. Let's see here.
Okay, we're gonna see a charge up on the second Snorlax. I do have one point. You only need to KO 1 Snorlax, but this, like, in order for Darkest to KO in one turn, which you really want to do because of the second copy of Lima. They need red as well.
Yeah.
So it's not really a clean way out of this. And honestly, you could rip a
There's
red card. That's fine. The Snorlax is gonna have enough energy to retreat. Like you can attack with one of the bigger ones and retreat. You still lose to like red in that instance, but it's like an option. I mean, I think I think that's an okay attach. They really want to get out of there.
Let's see. I mean, they're just gonna start powering up this Giratina. It looks like we have already used a Pokemon Center lead. No. Yeah. Yeah, we already used Pokemon Center Lady.
Yeah. Darkest used Pokemon Center Lady. There's Comfy, so that Snorlax will definitely not fall asleep. I kind of just keep forgetting that it has a chance to fall asleep.
And it looks like we are gonna go on and attach the Snorlax and KO for the first 2 points.
First 2 points. Darkest is looking for red. I think that's the only. Yeah, they don't play Giovanni. Giovanni would also be enough if they don't play a copy.
And they're flashing it for us.
It's in hand. It's in hand. They drew it very early.
Yeah.
This is a very close game.
Completely agreed.
Honestly, the early Sabrina to get the Snorlax up, I think, was like the key thing. I don't know. They did play. The Snorlax player did play the Snorlax on turn 1.
Yeah.
And you do have the option to not play it so that you can't get Sabrina'd. But that's then it's the opponent's playing Mars and red card, so you like risk losing the.
Yeah, I almost wonder though if Uzi held the second Skitty in hand because it seemed like they had because
they did play it immediately.
They played it immediately and evolved. So I mean, they could have drawn into the evolution, but I kind of think they were holding it in hand to try to find a spot for Comfy. So there may be some world that if you want to put those 2 down, you need to.
Yeah, I could see the Comfy. I would probably play like just Sabrina's. So the tempo Sabrina, I think, has fallen out of favor, but she's kind of making a comeback.
It's strong for sure.
A bit. It is very strong. I mean, she was at one time the second strongest supporter in the game, which is big praise because the strongest Professor's Research, which is
I think she's still up there. Now, she's still up there.
And now she's still up there, and now you can get Professor's Research attached to a Pokemon. So,
I mean, you can also get Sabrina half attached to an item.
Yeah.
Half attached. But we are going to get into game 3 here. This is going to decide who's going to go to top 32. Super important here. Skitty is going first, which does mean they'll have, some better chances to find, Delkitty before any damage.
Second Skitty. We also see Giratina in the active, so we do have the Pokeball to guarantee a Darkrai, but we can't. We have to start with a Giratina. You kind of want to start with Darkrai because on turn 3 you can attack. Although you don't often want to because you want to spend your turn getting extra psychic energy. Double Pokeball with a research start on turn 1 is kind of what you're looking for at this deck.
100%.
Deck's completely cleared of Pokemon now, so you're drawing only gas.
Let's see. Yeah, we ping the Skitty with the attachment. We're gonna see a Bellow here.
Who do you Bellow here?
I think they're on the bench.
But
maybe not, since we don't see a Snorlax yet. But they could be holding it in hand because I don't know. I feel like with a Mars and red card, you don't hold it, but at the same time, after what happened last round, maybe you do.
I had to tell the Kronos Discord to not let me play Giratina decks again because I don't play them. I don't know how to play them. I always play them poorly. So I honestly have no clue what you attach to there. Are we going to see
I think on the bench is just safe though, but it
Oh
looks like
no,
no
no,
Delkitty,
no,
no
no Del,
Snorlax.
yeah, no Del, no Snorlax. I think bench the safe one, but then I always get scared because it's like the front one. You know, you're losing. You're
And you don't run Leaf anymore in those lists for the most part.
yeah, yeah. I think they are running one copy of Leaf.
I think this one might be, but
Uh,
like the Greninja doesn't play a Leaf. Greninja list doesn't play a Leaf.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
in that case, there's only one Greninja, so not Greninja, Giratina. So
yeah. The in Genetic Apex, the at the very beginning, X Speed was like very very common. It's kind of making a comeback now. It's not a huge comeback. Oh, this really sucks. This is
this is so
awful.
tragic.
This is very tragic.
Yes, red
Um,
card them. Red card them, Darkest. Don't red card them. Don't red card your opponent is brick.
I think red carding here would be great for our opponent.
Yeah.
They're thinking about it because I don't. You don't need to think about who to attach to. Yeah, no Snorlax, no Delcatty. Okay, starting to charge up the active now. So now next turn you can attach and retreat and attack with Darkrai.
Yeah, no reason not to in this situation. Do we hit the Snorlax? But we need to hit the Delcatty too, and we don't.
That's the attached to Skitty means no Snorlax.
Yeah.
This is tragic, Ursi.
I'm
getting my heart broken.
Yeah, I'm heartbroken too.
I need to play this deck. So okay, so here's where we're gonna see a retreat into a Darkrai EX, and we're gonna see an attack. Let's see if we play any of the cards in hand. We have 6 cards in hand, so quite a few options. Still no Delcat, still no Snorlax. So I mean, you want to research into both, but honestly, you're in such a precarious spot here. They would need to do that, and then and then not have our Darkrai player. I guess they only have 2 Psychic Energy, but
there is the
no
Snorlax,
no
no
Delcatty.
Delcatty.
Yeah, no Delcatty because they can't.
Oh, we're gonna Cyrus up that Giratina though to try to.
They're flashing red card over and over. Are they regretting not playing it, or are they gonna play it now?
I don't know if you play it now, but maybe you do. I feel like you play it in 2 turns if you're gonna play it. 2 turns.
In 2 turns?
When Snorlax is ready to fight.
It's ready to fight? I don't... Yeah, I guess so. Okay, yeah, the Rocky Helmet's not going to matter.
Yeah.
Realistically. Because the Delcatty only has 90 HP, so it's gonna get knocked out in 1 turn by anything. If you include the Darkrai Ping. Sure, Pokemon Center Lady. Dumping supporters, honestly, because that's... Okay, now we have 3 Psychic Energies. So the Giratina in the back can attack, but they still need to get 1 extra energy attached, so you would still need... It's Delcatty, Ursi. I'm sorry.
What?
But it's Skitty and Delcatty. But
Delcatty?
anyway,
so Delcatty has arrived.
Delcatty.
I like Delkitty. She's a lot cuter sounding.
Yeah,
Delkitty.
we can say Delkitty, but okay. Here's the red card.
My Pokemon will never
empty
ever
the hand. It's. Don't say never. They give you training.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Just so you know, they give you training.
I'll have to be tutored on how to say all the different Pokemon names.
Yeah,
Leo.
Anyway,
Delcatty.
Yeah, they're gonna make you say Arcaludon though, or something like that.
Arceus. No.
Yeah. Anyway, we're seeing a big back to the game. We're seeing a big think here. So we can retreat the Giratina, but we can't attack with the other one if we do that.
So they're sitting here.
Comfey, yeah, they're sitting here thinking about if they want to retreat or not.
Yeah, do you retreat on back to like a Darkrai here is a huge question, I feel like. But it looks like we're just gonna attach to a different Darkrai.
Yeah, we have so many cards in hand. I expect Snorlax to come in here. as soon as the Snorlax player gets, they need Mars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or they really really want Mars. Okay, there's Mars.
Mars.
All right, the Darkrai player did have red in hand. That is the card that they are. Okay, I disagree on this. If I would play Mars the turn that I am attacking with Snorlax, because
Yeah,
you're as if your opponent has red, they're gonna win, right? They just attack with Giratina, red, and
Mhm.
Darkrai.
Yeah, I don't really understand the use of helmet here, but
I think this is just spending,
yeah.
just spending your resources. Um,
Um.
because I mean here, if if Snorlax player has a boosting card like a red or Giovanni, which they do play one of each, right? They can take a knockout, and then their
Mhm.
Snorlax is fine. It'll be at 160 unless Darkrai player gets red. Which is why I would have done that, because that Delcatty attack didn't really do anything, right?
Yeah, it really
I guess it means
didn't.
you know what? I guess it means no, the Snorlax doesn't get the first hit off, because it would have gotten the first hit off on Giratina anyway and taken the KO. Did they just research?
They
That's
did. So there's no
awful.
Giovanni to swing
That's
in.
really bad.
Yeah. Looks like red
I mean,
card did do some damage.
they can Elima and attack with Comfy.
It doesn't seem good. Darkest is up to 2 points as well, so you don't want to attack with Comfy. Let's see here.
I think you just attack here.
Yeah, I don't really.
You I mean, you don't even need a potion, but I guess
Yeah.
there's no harm in doing it. But with the with the draw, I think you just attack, because they can Elima. They're gonna deal 30 with Comfy, but as soon as the Snorlax is in the active spot, you can get rid of it. And they're gonna
Oh.
win the game. They just attacked with Darkrai.
Oh, okay.
But they don't have, so even with this full art, nice, is that they've got red, right?
Yeah.
They have red in hand.
It doesn't really matter
And
as long as the.
a Darkrai hit plus a Giratina hit plus red is enough. Honestly, this game was very close. And I was definitely blatantly rooting for our Snorlax hero.
Not the hero.
But unfortunately, it's gonna be the end of game 3. Very respectful showing. I'm gonna try out this deck, because it seems
Seems really good,
cool.
actually.
It seems cool. It seems unique. I'm gonna give it a try. But yeah, that's gonna be game 3. That's gonna be the match.
Yeah, it was really cool to see how that deck played. We did watch it from obviously the Darkrai POV. Let's see if there's any other games still going in our top 64. There was a couple. They're all in their game 3. We'll quickly see which one is. One just started its game 3. It's a Buzzwole versus a Sylvie or a Choreo. Do you want to watch that? Almost.
I was muted. I was muted to cough. Yes, yes. Go ahead. That sounds good. Do you know which channel?
It's gonna be, I think, channel 22.
Channel 22. All right.
I deafened them. Could you let chat know what's going on while I get it all set up?
Yeah, so it looks like we're kind of in the opening turns here. We've got a Zero Aura with a Rocky helmet, a Type Null, and an Oricorio in play, versus a Buzzwole EX, Pheromosa, and Celesteela. 0 points apiece. Looks like it's right at the start of the game. We got a Leaf Cape attached to the Buzzwole, and a second Celesteela. So the key here is to not lose your bird to anything really. I'm gonna see a swap into Pheromosa. This does, if it hits, it gets it gets knocked out in return because of the Rocky helmet.
Interesting. I think it's interesting they put 20 damage not on the Oricorio.
Yeah, I mean, I guess your Kartana still two shots it, but maybe they're on the Moonbaton plan. They are playing a Kartana, right?
Yeah, they are playing one Kartana, yeah. And it looks like, just as you said, electric two-legged wolf guy is going to do 50 damage to Zoff's
Zeraora.
Pheromosa.
Yeah.
Zeraora is going to do 50 damage into that Pheromosa and return KO it. That's going to be 0.1 for Kura. Yeah, I could not think of Zeraora's name for a second there.
Got up here. We can see Lusamine to get an extra energy. Or we can see it next turn. The Celesteels are notably weak to electric. Yeah, there we go. So they do get two hit by by all of I don't know this first name, by all of the Oricorio players' Pokemon.
Let's see. Yeah, it's very true.
The okay, I mean that's kind of huge, right? Mars type null. I would be tempted to not play the second. I guess it means that they have a healthy one. Okay, we're gonna see an attack here. We do play a copy of Cyrus to actually play they play two copies of Cyrus, so the Celesteela is immediately in danger. Okay, we're gonna go here. We're gonna see the big beat for 120, get a knockout, and then Oricorio in.
Yeah, I mean, Buzzwole, so they are going to Mars here to decrease the hand size of Kura. We had Pokeball, Mars back.
Yeah, I mean, you want a healthy Savali. Oh my gosh.
Something like that.
We need training.
We need pronunciation training, this is true.
Exactly. So that you can, take care of something easily. I assume they only play one Pheromosa. They play two Pheromosa. Okay, so with two, you can right, they could pull up this Savali to KO it, and then they can attack with Pheromosa and pull up the other type null that's on the bench. Which is why I was saying I'd be tempted to not even play it, the other type null, because it gives them an option to pull it up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna see attack for 50 here. Slowly chipping away.
Yeah, not bad at all. They're going to need to have a Sabrina here or a Cyrus onto that Silvally to get around the Oricorio. It does look like Cyrus is going to come down.
Yeah.
And is going to bring that Silvally to the active spot. That is going to be a 0.2 for his off. But I'm not sure how much more they run on there. There are two Cyruses in the list, but there is no other damaged Pokemon.
Yeah, and there's no other pivoting guards they have. They only have Cyrus. The only way that they are going to be able to get an Oricorio out of the active is by KOing it with probably Celesteela because they attach there, or Pheromosa hitting something else on the bench. I do think I would play Hand Disruption here because that's kind of like you're as soon as you draw your own Cyrus, you kind of and you play two copies and you can pull up the. Well, they only need 1 point, so
at least their Mars the turn before.
Yeah, they used one Lusamine, So if they want to attack with Celesteela, they
Mhm.
need another copy of Lusamine. Do they
Very
play
true.
healing cards? They do play 2 copies of Erica, which is very different.
Not that Celesteela can use it.
No, but Buzzwole could,
Yeah,
so you
but
could
Buzzwole
stay in
could
for
for
an
sure.
extra turn.
Um,
But again, if you stay in like that and they have Savali, then you're gonna take 100. So we see a red card. There's the Pheromosa. That means no Erica.
yeah, oof. It
Ursiida
does
game's
mean
over.
Oricorio could not Oricorio.
Yeah.
This Buzzwood could fall next turn. All we need is Osiris,
Yeah.
which they
Cyrus
are flashing to
and
us.
yep, they're flashing in hand. Opponent has no cards. That there's no way they could heal. I mean, they're probably thinking here about if they should put something else up, but we know that it doesn't matter.
They do put up that Celesteela. No cards in hand definitely means no Lucy. Okay, and there's going to be that Cyrus, which is going to take
Cyrus,
that
it's game
last
3.
game.
It's game 3, so we're gonna see Kura 222 advance into our top 32.
Yeah, but that's going to be.
How
Let's
many
see if there's any
I
other
think
matches.
I think it was the last match for top
Okay.
64.
We'll let them. We'll let it. Realize in the system, and then we'll let them get in the next game. Do you have any matches you would like to watch for our top 32? I'm gonna bring it up as well on stream so everyone can see the matches.
Let me take a peek.
It is looking like it's a Darkrai versus a Buzzwole. It is Sylveon EX Greninja versus Sylveon EX Greninja for Bixie. Then it's 2 Charizard Sylveons going against each other. Then a Giratina Darkrai versus Sylveon Greninja. A Charizard Sylveon versus Sylveon Greninja. Charizard versus Charizard. Charizard versus Sylveon EX Greninja. Flareon EX Leafeon EX versus Garchomp. I think I might be interested in that one.
I've got it pulled up. That's the one that I'm very interested in.
Okay, cool then. Let's watch that one. Hanamon is going into Charizard with their own Leafeon and Flareon as well, which I think is kind of cool.
Hanamon beat me yesterday, unfortunately. I was like, I see the loss barely counts. Very, very good player. Shows up in a lot of these top cuts, and I believe won at least one of these. Maybe more. I'm not 100%.
I'm gonna quickly check where they're playing. Let's do. We said escape. We said Flareon versus Garchomp, right?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be in Channel 10.
You're the best. What's up there? Whenever they start stream. do 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 do. Big face.
I guess they're just waiting on an okay from the judges.
Yeah, and then they'll get their stream up. What are some things that you're looking for in this match? So I think I have a couple opinions. Obviously, the grass type Leafeon can be really strong into Garchomp. I think.
Yeah, it's so the first off, you're playing 4 copies of Eevee. Eevee is a normal type Pokemon. It's really weak to fighting. So it's something to look at. We are playing the fighting type Gibble, which I think is correct in this meta because of that. So really, the Garchomp player is just looking to get the hits in early. Rampardos, as you know, a finisher. If it takes a KO, it will do 50 damage to itself, leaves at 90 HP, which is enough for a baby Leafeon to take the KO, but not for a Leafeon EX. Without some assistance, we're playing double Eevee bags, so that's the way you get through it. We are playing the Flareon version here, with the baby Flareon rather than the baby Leafeon. So this is something that does take an extra energy, does more damage though. But just to note that if we do see the Rampardo scenario, Leafeon EX needs a boost in order to get it within that range.
Let's see. Yeah, I think that's a good point. I just hate the Rampardos. I feel like it's one of the more difficult things to deal with. in the Flareon list. For the Flareon list.
It's just such a good finisher, right? You're like, I don't care about the 50 damage because I'm just gonna win the game when I attack
Yeah.
you. Sometimes you get off 2 attacks, and honestly, if you didn't win the game off the first attack, you're probably gonna win off the second one. So.
But he's
Yeah,
getting his game going here. Stream going. Wonderful, have some lag. Let's see. Doesn't look too bad on the lag, so it'll be fine. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna hook him up all the way through today's stream. Let them get started here, and then we'll show it on screen. Really excited to watch this one, I think.
Turn off the triple Master Ball flare. I don't know if stream is getting the music, but
I have a little bit of
they
it
do have their
but I
music
don't
on.
know if it's picking.
That's fine. That's what I was thinking. We're gonna see Eevee start. The thing about so the Garchomp deck does again. I was saying this earlier. You're playing one Eevee and one Sylveon. It's just kind of like, but they do only have 2 basic Pokemon because the other 2 were fossils before. So like the Eevee is a 3rd edition, so your second Pokeball is not necessarily completely dead. We see the Gibble and the fossil. We're kind of getting ready to go.
Okay, yeah, all the EVs in the active, which is kind of keeping Escaping Fate's EV safe. Like one of the things we mentioned was that Gibble can do so much damage really early because of its type advantage. But if it's not in the active, that's just really not the case.
They had to get it off with the Pokeball. I think, unfortunately, because, I mean, you can't draw a card with your Eevee here, right? Because then the opposing Eevee EX just takes a KO. Not the draw you're looking for. Honestly, I think you actually do just draw the card, because you're really looking for Rare Candy, Garchomp, Gabite, just kind of not Gibble. That's not what you're looking for. That's like the one card.
Something really awesome to note today, by the way, is 50% of our top cut is repeat.
50%. Wow.
50%.
Yeah. There's a lot of it's a hard game.
It's a good game.
It's a hard game. It's a good game. It's a hard game. There's a lot of skill involved in playing. People, I think, don't give deck choice enough credit or deck building enough credit, because I am bad at deck building. I just take other people's decks generally.
Same.
I mean, you red card there, I guess, because they drew a card, but
I'm not sure what a red card, but that is, personal choice. That being said, first point is going to Escaping Fates.
You promote I was gonna say, you promote a fossil here, right? Because it's...
You can always retreat,
Yeah.
There's going to be a Gabite.
Really need to get it. Gabite does get KO'd by Leafeon EX, so we're gonna sack a fossil here. And it does leave the other fossil open as a target. Let's see, do we play copy of Sabrina? Usually they do. We are playing copy of Sabrina. See, attach here.
Okay, and that's going to be another 70 damage to a fossil. Second point, if the Gabite does evolve to Garchomp this turn, it'll only have 2 energies though, so it can't even attack for 100 yet. And type advantage only affects active spots.
Yeah, and the Cranidos does have enough, or doesn't have enough HP to survive the Leafeon EX. So it means that Sabrina's still lethal. Honestly, I think our Garchomp player had a very horrendous draw. Starting with double Fossil, double Gibble Eevee. no rare candies. They lost the Eevee and then immediately drew the Sylveon. So I mean, it's kind of even just an attack here, right? The Garchomp takes a big bite out of its health, pun intended. Go from 170, minus 90, so we go down to 80 HP, which is plenty in range of Flareon. Lily takes it to 140 afterwards, but an Eevee bag secures it.
Yeah.
It's looking very rough.
Let's see. It looks like we are going to have that red come down. Would do 110 if they attack with the Leafeon. Yep, so it's going to be a Leafeon attack for 110. They can't Cyrus and Lily this turn.
Yeah. Oh, it's not 140. It's 120. I did the math wrong. Yeah, I mean this is. They're just going through motions here because you just retreat and attack with the Flareon EX and that'll do it.
Yeah, that'll finish it off here.
See if we can start with the better draw next turn.
I'm sure we can. I'm sure we can.
If you do start with Gibble and you go first, you on turn 2 Garchomp will attack for 70 to the active Eevee. So the Eevee EX lives, but the baby ones don't. I feel like all Eevees are babies though, you know.
They're all babies, but there's a
all
baby
babies.
too, I guess. It's like, you know, Charizard's not a baby, but there is a baby Charizard.
What do you think about the other baby Eevee options? Like I played someone yesterday who was playing the continuous flips one.
I've never liked continuous flips.
Continuous flips, I for a long time I didn't play it because I hit so many times where you like miss and then you just go back to the 20 damage one. But I think even doing 20 damage is often relevant. Drawing a card is nice. Drawing a card is very good. A lot of times you get your hand disrupted and then it doesn't matter. But okay, this is the kind of the
I don't know. I feel like
want.
The baby Eevee is what? It's like 15 damage EV. Continuous flip?
It's 20. So it's the same EV, pun intended. Again. It's 20 damage, but half the time you're going to do 0, right? And a lot of times the 20 damage doesn't, like, just 20 doesn't matter. And maybe your continuous flips one hits 3 heads and just knocks something out. That's never happened to me though. So,
I don't know.
You know.
But sometimes it just hits 0 and you lose.
Sometimes you just hit 0 and you lose. Okay, we're gonna see Gibble here with the attack. And deal 40 damage.
Yep, there's the 40 damage into the Eevee.
You can see red card. I think it's a fine red card. It unfortunately didn't have very good results because I think this hand is better. But you know, I think it's still pretty correct if you're trying to dodge rare candy. I think it's still pretty correct to use red card there.
Yeah, I think so too. We do see that split of energy, which I think is the correct play. Leafeon can't really get knocked out this turn, but in the case that it does. Well, it could, actually. If you hit, like, what's it called? Rampardos. Retreat back, Rampardos, hit, swing, whatever. But we're going to see that Garchomp come down, and they'll only be able to do 50 damage here again to that Leafeon, who will be able to follow up with 70. 90.
I was going to say, I would hit the bench one.
Yeah, true, as well. I was meaning more so it can't knock anything out.
Yeah, so they need Eevee bag to live a hit here. Do they play a cape? They might also play a cape. They don't play a cape. So you need Eevee bag for your Leafeon to live, but again, Leafeon plus Flareon would get there. At the risk of Rampardos. We did use one of the rare candies. So you can't rare candy both these things on the bench. Ooh, gonna just evolve into the baby Flareon.
Interesting.
Okay, there. I was gonna say I don't think I like that, but with the Eevee bag being able to have your Leafeon EX live, I think it's fine.
I think even if it wasn't, I think it's correct play. Like if you couldn't hit Eevee bag, I think it was also correct play because otherwise you lose 2 points instead of 1, right? Like if he decides to go that route.
Yeah. So let's see. That's
see
guaranteed
here.
EV. Yeah.
Here's Eevee. And we are going to have that third energy attachment, so this Leafeon will officially be able to attack. Not Leafeon. This Leafeon will officially get knocked out this turn, unless they decide to ping.
No, it's not.
Oh,
it's not
it
gonna get
healed.
knocked out. It's
It
at
healed. I'm
120.
an idiot.
It healed.
I forgot to heal. It survives by 20. Oh my god.
Yeah, so it can attack for again 90, and the they did use their red, because they figured they're probably unlikely to deal with another Garchomp.
Mm-hmm. And
I kind of expect them to attack here, unless they. I think if you had Eevee bag in hand here, maybe you would retreat into like the other Eevee.
Retreating
Yeah,
back,
I think this is a good retreat.
Yeah, I think it's a good retreat as well. Throw up the 1 pointer instead of the 2.
Yeah, so we're gonna get 2 points here. Opponent doesn't play Cyrus. Their only pivoting card is Sabrina. So there is no way for them to force up that Garchomp EX.
Yeah, that's so strong then, going on retreating it. I feel like, I mean, I hate Cyrus, so I won't go too much into that. But we are going to bring up Flareon, and that's going to take a point here of this Gibble.
Yeah, they're going to need Eevee bag to live. Because otherwise the Garchomp EX comes in, does 100, gets the knockout. But even if they don't, they can, as soon as you can put up the other Eevee to stall. Are they going to retreat? They could also retreat in order to. Yeah, I guess the Flareon EX would take 20. Yeah, okay. I was like that you could take 20 from Gibble, go to 110, and then I don't know. But yeah, okay. So we're gonna see. That's game 2.
Yeah, it's game 2. Let's get into game 3. Then we'll let them get set up. But definitely a much stronger showing in this last game.
Oh yes, that was a much better opening hand.
For sure, for sure. Even the red card was a nice hand there. Let's see. Letting them get set up, and then we'll get into our next game here. Is there anything you would want to see the Eevee box do differently for the Garchomp matchup?
Do differently? Not really. I think they kind of played it as well as they could. But again, we don't see their cards, so it's kind of, rough to tell. But they never had a turn where they had the opportunity to KO Garchomp EX. And that's like the key thing, right? They need to get a KO on one because the only pivoting card is Sabrina. So as soon as it retreats, they're probably gonna have more than one other Pokemon, and that means that you can't force it back up. So it can just sit and wait until it has the opportunity.
We're starting double Gibble on Mikey's side. Escaping Fate with the Eevee. They're drawing another Eevee with that Pokeball. And honestly, they're trying to fill up their bench, in my opinion, with these different Eevees.
Yeah, I mean, you want a quad Eevee opener. Mostly, there's some weird things with Garchomp and Cyrus and stuff, but I think you generally just want to get as many Eevee as possible early. Give you more options, more opportunities.
Let's see, we hit that second Eevee, but that's all we put down, and now Mikey finally finds his own Eevee. We could potentially see an evolution here, though, but nope.
Nope. Just attack. Do we see some hand disruption coming?
Why not? Why not? Hmm. We have a second EV and a research here by Escaping Fate. We could see an evolution this turn. Leafeon does
Yeah, we
appear, and I probably want to split some energies here.
Yeah, it does mean you can't. They can't attack here, which I think is kind of expected. And they did research, I believe. Do they play red card? They do play red card instead of. They play red card and Mars. Wow. So our Garchomp player held research on turn 1, and didn't play it, because otherwise you might get hand disrupted. And I think I agree with that play a lot. I would understand if you played it anyway, but kind of just drawing got the Sylveon off, which is huge. So we're drawing 4 extra cards this turn. See if we can find a rare candy. Didn't find a rare candy, Ursi.
What are we supposed to do? I have a question for you. What are your thoughts? Because he could have played that research a turn prior and, drawn a bit deeper into his deck, but was obviously risking Mars, red card, things like that.
Yeah. What was the question?
What do you think about it? Him holding the research?
I think it's a totally fair play. They didn't have Fossil. I think if you had Fossil, you should, definitely hold it. So researching to look for Fossil, right? And then they could have maybe evolved this turn if they got Cranidos, instead of requiring a rare candy.
Because they had Garchomp research Cranidos. They could have researched.
Yeah.
My opinion is I think you do research. I think some people could have different opinions on that, oh, you could draw a rare candy or you're looking for the rare candy. But my thought is you could draw into a second research and dig even deeper the next turn.
Yeah, I would promote a Fossil here. Because maybe you go Rampardos.
There's
KO,
rare candy.
right?
Let's go.
They don't have Rampardos. But you could have researched Rampardos candy, right? And then you would want the Fossil be up front, and if not, you can just discard it for free.
We are that second energy though onto our Garchomp, so we can still max only do 50 here. Second Fossil as well.
Yeah. So a Flareon could attack next turn, right? Oh, who are we attacking? Yeah. So now the opponent would need 2 EV bags for the Leafeon EX to live, which is certainly, a lot harder to get than 1. Okay, we're going to see a Flareon EX come out and do big damage. Can't KO in 1. Okay. If they have red double EV bag, they can KO the Garchomp. Which does happen sometimes.
Yeah, it does happen at times. It could happen.
I kind of just expect we see a Leafeon attack here. It can actually attack with the benched Leafeon EX.
Yeah, I think it's so interesting doing the double, where you attach entity to Leafeon, retreat, attach Leafeon to itself, and then hand attach. So that it's
just
full
going
health
for the
one.
90 here. I kind of That's unfortunately a dead draw with the Pokeball. I guess we're not getting... Oh, man. So basically, they're thinking here, are they going to have red or Eevee bag? Both of those are enough to get a KO, and I think they're playing into just not having either of them, which I think is very unlikely, but without a Rampardos, I don't really know what you would do. That you could stall for a turn with a Fossil, but that's not going to do it. I expect we're going to see the end of the game here with a red or Eevee bag.
There's
Yep,
red,
there it is.
and that is gonna be game 3 for Escaping Fates. 2 and 1. They're gonna be making it into our top 16 here.
Okay.
Let's see here.
pairings. Let's see who's still in. There's still several. It looks like all of them are game 3s.
Let's see. Let's see if we can find us another match to watch. Yeah, they're probably all game 3s like you're saying. Vixie's game did just finish its game 2. We can hop into that game 3. Vixie would be on
All right.
Twitch. So let me see if I can find the link.
Okay.
And that's normally a good stream.
I'm sure I can find it.
I have it. Let me send it to you.
You have it.
Um,
This is why Ursi is amazing at managing all this commentary stuff. I want you guys to know that. It's however much work you think it is, it's more.
It's not that much.
And I'm always impressed by how much you do. I hosted the one, so I know how much work it is. Okay, I've got the stream up.
Let's see.
We've got
I'm gonna get the game up on
EVs.
my screen if you can let them know what's happening while I get it set up.
Cool. So Bixie's got 2 collect EVs. One with the Greninja ping already done. Sylveon EX with energy enough to attack. This is looking horrible for Bixie.
Oh no.
They're about to
Okay, I'm
lose-
gonna quickly
they're
bring
about
it
to
up. Okay.
They're about to lose an EV.
Uh-oh. And that's the
Sylveon
first
EX
point.
takes a KO. Yeah.
We do have it up officially, but it is not looking good. Not looking good.
And there's a no.
Vixie's debating
Maybe.
it.
Screenshot.
One of my favorite things about Vixie is how much they screenshot their games.
Really? I expect this to be a
Oh no,
look at how
we're
awful
close
this
this.
look at how awful this game was screenshot.
He's sitting into a Discord chat. I'm quickly closing this.
Yeah.
I probably should
Very
let them
unfortunate.
know. By the way, we can see your Discord. By the way,
Yeah.
we can see your Discord. Ooh.
This is why you should use streamer mode on Discord if you're streaming.
You don't
or
even need streamer mode.
Don't
You
use
should just
don't use
stream the
desktop
one
talk.
application. Yeah, don't ever
Don't
stream
use
your
desktop.
desktop.
Don't do desktop capture ever. It's just you're not in trouble. You will never be in trouble at all if you just don't capture desktop. But
Not that he's in
Unfortunate.
trouble or
Okay,
anything
so-
like that. We're just
no.
you know.
You will never accidentally show your tax returns and your social security number on stream if
Yeah,
you're not
exactly.
streaming your desktop.
Exactly. Don't
Um,
share the SSN.
So, do you want to find another one? Do you want to?
It looks like Jay is 3 minutes into his game 3. Let's hop to channel
Okay.
15. I think his stream's normally good quality. I have no clue what this matchup is, by the way. So, okay.
Oh,
Looks
it's
like,
Charizard. So I was Jay's only loss yesterday. I beat Jay, I believe in round 1. They're playing Charizard Sylveon deck. We're facing into the Greninja Sylveon with Giratina Kicker. And seeing all 4 Pokemon in play already for Jay. No EVs for opponent. We're gonna see an attack here.
Okay, and we have it fully set up now for everyone to see. Yeah, that Charizard looks ready to go. Giratina, on the other hand, he's like, I'm here, but Charizard is about to be here too. So. Honestly, though, I love the screenshot because screenshots help you learn. But yeah. You're muted, I think.
Yeah, I was muted. So Jay is not playing red, nor is he playing Guzma. So dealing 150 to the Giratina is not gonna KO unless it attacks. But we're gonna see Sabrina. Oh, this is actually extremely high quality.
Yeah, it's really nice quality on Jay's.
Oh, it's
screen always.
1440p. That's why.
He's cracked. He's cracked.
I'm gonna see the Steam Artillery here. Boom.
Yep, knocks out
Takes the first point.
Greninja.
Knocks out Greninja, which is a huge tool.
Yeah.
In the you know, it's the way that you can manipulate the board. You know, ping some extra damage.
Decide who to bring
Right,
up
like-
with your Cyrus.
Exactly. Like the Charizard here is gonna, you know, be able to live a hit and deal 150. And so then the other Charizard is going to come up, and if it gets knocked out, and the idea is you try to pull up the damaged EV or something else. And Greninja allows you to do that much easier.
Yeah.
Jay does not play any way to heal the EV line.
Retro, but it looks like we're just
Let me see a
gonna
swap back
keep
to you.
attacking until whatever one pointer Dark Yugi puts up. I don't know. I wouldn't be the biggest concern as Jay right now. I feel like.
I think Jay is probably like very happy with their position here.
Mm-hmm.
They can happy ribbon, draw some cards, start getting some extra energy on their Charizard, or charging up. If they do play a copy of Flareon, mostly for the Oricorio matchup, but it does also help with Sfolly.
Looks like we're gonna attach to
Yeah.
baby Flareon getting set up now as well.
Going ahead and evolving, saying, you know what, I don't think I will ever want this to be a Sylveon. I think I would rather, you know, because this turn, Charizard lives a hit, you charge up your Flareon, and you hit something back, right? And so, even if they would need like Cyrus to pull up like Sylveon, and even then you're not in a great spot. Do they play, how many, do they play healing cards? They play Giant Cape as their only option to get, and they do have the Giant Cape, so they're going to take 150 from Charizard, and then they can't attack, or they lose. I mean, you could draw, but I feel like Jay's kind of, I don't want to commentator's curse. I feel like Jay's has this in the bag right now.
I feel like he's too far ahead for commentators' curse to hurt him. I'm not on
Very
wood.
dumb. I've seen commentators look, coming from having commentated a bit of Smash Bros. Before, I've seen commentators curse do horrible things. But honestly, like you're just in such a good spot here, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it could not knock out the Charizard here. But if they swing, they'll be in range of our Charizard, which is a whole different story.
Yeah. So you like, as soon as you attack, the Charizard gets in there, and okay, so
Just like that.
Of course Jay doesn't want it to be a Sylveon, because Sylveon is the last card in their deck, because this deck draws 1,000,000 cards. And that's gonna be the game.
That's game 3, and Jay's gonna be making to our top 16.
Dang,
Officially.
7 wins, 1 loss again. To me, you know, I'll keep being smug about it. But big congrats. For that.
Kronos is
making
over
it to
here
top
like,
16.
you know,
Look,
his only loss is
I'm,
me, so therefore if he gets first place, I'm the actual winner.
I'm like Uncle Rico. They should have put me in. Yeah, I beat Jay, and then I lost to Hanamon, so you know, it's kind of there. I'm due for a cut. I thought we'll make it next week. Anyway, actually I might not play next week. We'll see. But
Wow,
don't think we're gonna have
Solgaleo
it.
is still running hot.
Solgaleo is still running hot. Let me take a look at that.
Has
at
made
the-
it into the top 16 as well from Random Ways, who has won a Pokemon Pocket Week before.
And they've won a weekly.
I think so. Am I wrong on that?
Interesting. I don't know. They look at how many Sylveons they've played. They've played against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Sylveon players, and they're about to play a 6th.
Oh, Lucha, thanks so much for the raid, by the way. But yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's literally it's literally half of their games they've played against. One of them was with Rampardos. Is that? Oh, that actually doesn't have Bark Chop. It's got Rampardos and it's got a Hitmonlee. Which one is it though? It's the Stretch Kick one. Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Let's
see.
I think that's every other deck has at least one extra copy. Oh, sorry, there's only one EV box deck left, but all of the rest of the decks have at least one like extra. So I think we should check that one out.
Which one?
The the Solgaleo match.
Yeah, let's watch the Solgaleo this time. It's gonna be Random Ways versus Gato. So it's like, you know, the sun cat versus the cat. Isn't Gato cat in Spanish?
Yes.
Okay.
It is. Good job. It's actually it's cake in French, which is very
Really?
It's not spelled that way though, but gato.
But
Yeah.
they're both Latin languages. How did that work out?
It's not spelled the same. It's
Oh, okay.
It's
So
like
it's pronounced the
it's like
same?
I'm pretty sure.
Interesting.
Yeah, Gateau, and it has an accent on it. So anyway, but yes, gato is, I believe, cat. Spanish. I only speak the one language. I'm not multi-talented.
I'm not multi-talented either. That's my whole Spanish knowledge. That
You cheat on some-
and muy bien, ¿y tú? Oh, and me llamo Coca-Cola. My
But you
Spanish
speak
teacher
some-
got very mad about that one. She was like, "You do not love Coca-Cola." I was like, "Me llamo Coca-Cola."
That's funny.
That's
That's a Georgia girl through and through. I'm surprised that your Spanish teacher in Georgia didn't
She was
want you to
not
love
happy
Coca-Cola.
about it.
Anyway,
She's like, "We do not use love in that way in Spanish." I was like, "No."
it
I
looks
love
like it's
there
either room
should
4
be
or
in channel
47.
4. Oh, you went through
Channel 4?
47?
It's 4 or 47.
Let's watch
Let's
the
do 4.
cat, which is which one?
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, it's
The sun
47.
cat. The sun cat.
That's channel 4.
Let's do 4. Let's do 4. Me llamo Coca-Cola.
All right, so we're right at the start of the game. We've got two EVs facing down a Froakie and a Giratina EX. The EV, which is the Solgaleo player, went first. They did not have a Cosmog, but they didn't have an energy to attach on that turn. See a Pokeball. So the Cosmog, really cute alt art.
It's the best one, honestly.
Yeah, it's the best one. I hear there's a short on Ursii's channel about Issue getting the Cosmog.
It's a really good one. It's a really good one.
It's a really good short.
Dude, Sanctus is so good at making shorts. Anyway.
Yeah. So we're
I
gonna
want
go
to anyone in the back who does things in a good way, you know?
It's gonna attach to Cosmog. I think I would have drawn a card there. I guess you don't know if they're gonna have Water Energy next. How many disruption cards do they play? Deck list. They play red card and Mars. Research.
I'm talking in chat for some reason. Anyway, I gotta be an adult. People thought I was mispronouncing my name, I guess. Or it sounded like I was saying my name, but I was saying I love Coca-Cola. I love Coca-Cola, and she was like, "We do not love in that way." But that being said, we do hit the Sylveon on Random Ways' side. We do hit the Sylveon and a second Sylveon. Wait, no, just the one Sylveon.
No.
And then a research is what happened, which does draw us into that Candy Solgaleo, which is exactly what Randomaze was looking for.
Yeah, Solgaleo, you see the leftovers too. People are playing leftovers because it lets your Solgaleo heal back to full at the end of the turn, which is out of range of an unboosted Charizard. Giant Cape would accomplish the same thing. Except if you play Guzma, it gets rid of the Giant Cape healing and it doesn't get rid of the leftovers healing, which is one of the reasons people play it. And then also like maybe you want to Cyrus prevention, but it's mostly that.
Leftovers are also nice. They're just like
But
healing up that like effective attack. It's
yeah,
really nice.
We saw the Froakie go down. That is a huge. Okay, there's another Froakie, which is like, kind of necessary here. To kind of make progress because the Giratina EX has to attack twice to KO a Solgaleo. There's the Mars shuffling away the other Cosmog. I guess they didn't want to risk the other Cosmog getting pinged by Greninja and pulled up, but honestly, I think that was fine. So they would play any damage boosting cards. Not play any damage boosters.
Hmm. We just need extra 10 damage though. Too bad.
I mean, the Giratina can't attack.
Yeah, true.
Right? They have Giant Cape as their only. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he could find a giant cape and attack, but
Okay, there's the other.
there's Cosmog.
There's Cosmog. 4 cards left in deck, so there's gonna be 3 cards in deck. One of them is Solgaleo. I think you just attack here because.
I think you just attack here as well.
Yeah.
And Gordon.
Yeah. I mean, they played research, but I was thinking about maybe you could play one of the other supporters, but I think you're just correct because they need Giant Cape in order to live and attack.
Let's see here.
Okay. I'm surprised we didn't see attached to Froakie there. I guess they've
a
got
little
double
bit.
psychic. I guess they have double psychic queued.
Yeah, and so they wouldn't really be able to do too much. It looks like they are gonna just hide behind this Froakie instead of doing anything else.
Yeah.
Magearna,
They want to go for a Sylveon hit, but now we're gonna see the Sabrina. They have to put up Eevee.
and that's concede.
Because and then the Froakie can't evolve an attack because it doesn't have water energy, and the Giratina would necessitate the use of a Giant Cape. Just
Let's see. We are gonna clear
That's game
up
1.
the board so that everyone, so that the next round is ready. And are we in top 16 or in top 30? No, we're in top 16.
we're in top 16. Yeah.
I had a moment where I forgot to.
Yeah, that's why we need a full-time production crew.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's definitely in the budget.
Mm.
You could just give the mods a raise. Like you just give them just pay it 10% extra.
Oh yeah. We can do
You
a
know?
percent raise. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
yeah, I'm down for a percent raise, just like how they get 10% PTO too.
Yeah, exactly. 10% PTO as well.
I didn't
Okay, we're
even
gonna
100%
see
PTO.
Eevee. I mean, Seahawk kind of already takes 100% PTO.
It takes
See,
1,020%.
we're gonna see double Froakie and Eevee. We've got our Cosmog that's gonna get the energy, which is exactly what you want.
Yep, exactly the turn for it, and then we're gonna be looking.
And we did not see an opposing Giratina EX, which is the games where you start with Giratina and the games where you don't are very different.
Yeah, it's really nice getting that, even just the 1 energy, right, on that turn where you normally otherwise would get 0. But we are going to have a Sylveon, and we're going to start with our Happy Ribbon, probably digging a little bit deeper for Greninja Candy, but also that Giratina EX that you're just talking about. Pokeball does come down. That's a 50-50 Eevee or Giratina, depending if one or the other was in hand, but we have both, which means Giratina is assured.
Yeah.
Rare Candy coming down for that Froakie as well. Sounds like we found a lot of our pieces here.
Yeah. We see like a red card, hand disruption. I assume, yeah, you gotta ping the back here.
Research coming down to help dig a bit deeper for enemies as well. If they can find a Candy Solgaleo this turn, it would be really, really strong and really nice to get started off on, especially since, I mean, we've only seen water energies from the energy pile, whatever you call it. And so, therefore, Giratina is getting 0 help.
Yeah.
Looks like we are going to collect to draw a bit deeper into our deck, but that definitely means we're missing some cards here. Water Shuriken.
I mean, do they have a second water shuriken available?
Hmm.
Or to deal 10 damage? No.
Looks like a not,
I
and
guess
we're
they're gonna
gonna
want to retreat.
bellow for another psychic. Sylveon EX gonna let us draw two more cards.
That's a really good draw.
Yeah.
You're very likely to hit rare candy off of this plus
Ooh.
research. Commentator's Curse. Pokeball is a dead draw.
You did jinx it. But it's good to play it in case of a Mars or red card.
Yeah, an opponent does play both, and then again they're drawing 4 extra cards this turn.
Candy.
There we go. There's the
Solgaleo.
candy. Now they do not have bench space to charge up a second Cosmo.
Yeah, which is a little bit tragic, but
Yeah,
not really
but
needed this turn.
the Giratina can't attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sylveon is vulnerable unless it gets a giant cape. The Greninja can attack, but then you're not charging up your Giratina. So, but I still feel like we're in like a really good spot, even though we only have the one thing. And then I guess Magearna does 80. I always have to look up what it does because I don't play it.
It's
on
like
the Soul
40,
Calibur.
and then if it's an ability, it's 80, I think.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's of course for Oricorio.
Yeah, but no Oricorio this game. Which does mean Randomize kind of has like a dead card on his bench, which does not feel good. Looks like they're trying to decide what to do as well. They could attack, like you said, but it looks like instead we're going to attach that energy to the Giratina King and Bellow, but we're still going to be just out of range by 10 health because of the leftovers. Or not.
Yeah,
because I
so
guess
we're
I don't
looking
understand how
for
this works.
that was like the best possible draw. I was gonna say looking for Lily because Lily would allow you to live a hit from Giratina, and they did not have one in hands. They drew Lily, and now Giratina can attack, right? But here's the thing, Ursi. Giratina attacks, it goes to 130.
Okay.
You attack back, it goes down to 10.
Okay.
They need Giant Cape in order to attack again.
Okay.
But if they attack again, you have got Magearna ready to go.
Oh no, that doesn't sound good
so-
for Gato.
So they're gonna, in order to win this game, they will need to get an attack in with Sylveon EX.
Dun dun dun. But to get in that attack does not sound easy, to say the least. So
Yeah,
there
okay, they
is
got
that
the
cape
cape.
you mentioned.
I don't think this cape matters on the Giratina because of that. Right, because you're gonna hit here.
Oh, but Sabrina seals the deal,
Yeah,
right?
Sabrina's
Because
just gonna seal
Sylveon
it.
EX
Yeah,
gets
I was
one-shot.
trying to follow some deep lines. And that's gonna be, was it the match?
That's gonna be a 2-0 with the Metal Kitty, Metal Cat
Kitty.
versus the cat.
Everyone drop a meow emote in chat. I put mine. You'll get there in a minute and a half.
A minute and a half. A minute and a half. You'll share the same moment with Kronos.
Yeah.
Which was surely live.
Surely live.
I mean, it's live, but it has delay. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, they'll see. They'll see. They'll be like, "Why did you post a cat in chat?" Anyway, do we have someone else that you want to check out?
I'm trying to see what other games we can watch. Jay has knocked out the last Eevee box. He knocked out the last two, and whatever, Jay. We get it. You don't like Eevee boxes.
I mean, that's kind of Jay's kind of on a roll. Ooh, that's a nice
Yeah.
record. It's got 1 loss, 1 tie. The rest are wins.
I'll bring up the meta breakdown so that everyone can check out these different matchups that are going on. We have still playing a Darkrai versus Sylveon, a Charizard versus Sylveon, Sylveon versus Charizard. Jay Denkus having knocked out a Flareon EX, Leafeon EX. Randomize obviously winning with his Solgaleo. There is a mirror match. or Choreo beat the other Charizard. Why don't we watch Igzin versus Mames?
Okay.
Let's see. This is the game finished 3 minutes ago. Game 2 did. Why don't we check out channel?
Okay.
25.
All right. So we've got double Charmander. We got Sylveon and Eevee. Charmander's low HP. Opponent's got Giratina and Darkrai, all with multiple energies. We're just begging for a red card. Or sorry, for a rare candy. This is a really bad spot, Ursi. Because you're gonna take minimum 2 turns to attack with the Charizard. They play.
Oof, and that's me that first point there for Mames.
First point. Put up Sylveon. It's got an energy, so it can retreat anyway.
There's that rare candy finally, but when it's this late into the game, it can get a little tricky for Charizard.
Yeah, I mean, like, because here yeah, you go to Charizard and you can charge up, but then opponent can spend their turn charging up, right? I guess they don't want to because they want to get damage in with the Darkrai because the Giratina is 1 energy short.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they did knock out a Charmander last turn. Maybe there was some consideration to not doing that so that you could always attack on this turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then have a Giratina backup. But again, I don't play Darkrai Giratina, so I'm kind of unfamiliar with exactly how that would go. Gonna get the ping damage.
Are gonna have that 80 swing here into the Charizard, which, I mean, I guess Giratina is not set up now because it's
yeah. I was like, this would be a horrible decision if the Giratina had 3 psychic energy, but it doesn't.
Yeah, that's what the problems with Mames going second some of these games, if that's what happened, right? Like, because they desync on when these Pokemon get set up.
Yeah, and again, like, you could they chose to take a KO on a Charmander. Although Ixen did have a second Charmander, so they're kind of
There's gonna be a Mars, but I mean, the only thing Mars is trying to stop is a red card.
They play boosting damage. Let me see. They play any damage boosting.
They play no damage boosting.
They play no damage boosting. They don't play
But there's that
Guzma
second
to get rid of the
Lily.
cape. So yeah, they're gonna.
And we are out of range, really, of getting knocked out. I mean, okay, maybe not. Maybe not.
I mean, if the
red card.
If it. Do they? Oh yeah, that would actually do it. No, they can't ping. They can't ping and attack with.
Bro, I hate
the 20 short. Although it does have a rocky helmet, and you have no way to heal. So like.
Yeah, we've used both.
Yeah. So this is actually.
There's red.
Yeah. So they're gonna win because the Charizard can't heal. They don't play cape. They play cape. Never mind.
They play cape.
They need giant. They need giant cape.
Oh, no giant cape
to win.
They could
it's a
tie,
draw.
Right? And
go
to a sudden death. And it looks like
it's gonna be a draw.
Looks like it's gonna be a draw.
Is that game? That's game 3. Yeah.
I'm gonna request a judge for them.
Oh, I was pressing that.
But I
beat you.
No, but it accidentally canceled it.
We'll get this. We'll get a judge to hop in here. So the way that the rules work. So in the Swiss phase, which is the day 1 phase, um, getting an in-game tie is what happens if we do a double game loss. Basically, each player gets a point. So if
Double
it's
game
the
win
third game,
for better.
yeah, it's double game win. I think it's a better way to describe it. Double game win. So each player gets a point. So if it's game 3, you get an overall tie. And if it's like game 2 or game 1, then it can kind of change how you go. So if you win game 1 and then you draw the second game, then then you're going to win the round. But because this is not Swiss, this is single elimination, so we do require a winner. We're going to go to a sudden death, which means that they're going to play another game, but the first person to take a point wins.
Yeah,
and
it's something they do
don't
in
ask
Pokemon
me what
as well, like physical Pokemon as well.
yeah, then that's why we do it that way. This is how the physical TCG works. Why, or not why? Don't ask me what happens if they take points at the same time. Be Rocky Helmet damage. I think you would.
Yeah, I think you would just go to the next point, but I don't really know.
It would go to the next point. Okay, yeah, I was gonna.
I would
say,
assume.
The judge verify.
But yeah, essentially it's whoever gets the first point, which can mean like, I don't know. In Pokemon, in the physical card game, it can be interesting, right? Because a lot of times you'll like play these decks that are like play for the long game, and so you can like control like the point mapping, aka if you're gonna want to give 1 point versus 2 points at a time. But those normally take longer to set up than aggro decks that can only give 2 point, 2 point, 2 point. And so aggro deck can most likely, right, win in sudden death, whereas some of those longer setup decks take a bit more time. So that being said, interesting to see how this goes.
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna see. You see the giant cape right off the bat. That is exactly what you want to see, because it means that well, actually, I was gonna say it means that the Charizard has to take 2 hits, but the Charmander can attack.
Charmander could attack,
right?
yeah.
So we're gonna immediately take the 20 damage off. Do they play any other healing?
We played 2
They
Lilies.
they play 15 unique cards. No, I meant the dark red player. They play 1 Pokemon Center Lady and 1 giant cape and a potion. So they could potentially require multiple attacks to get through.
We do have a potion from down
potion.
the Giratina, which would stop a one-shot from a Charizard. Looks like we are going to red card with that in mind. It's going to draw Exin 3 more cards. It's going to be Charmander, a Mars, and a Research of our own. And then we're going to Bellow again.
Yeah, they're doing the rush. There's the Charizard. Looking for
Sabrina Pokeball.
that.
No
Honestly, I
Sylveon.
mean that's I mean, what do you attach to? I think you just play this, right? Like the opponent can't attack yet. You have 1 more turn, but if they have Sabrina and they do play a copy of Sabrina, then it's gonna hit your bench. So you need, in order for Sabrina protection, you would need to Sylveon or research into a second evolution.
Ooh,
Probably
next turn, this could, I mean, this Giratina could attack because they don't hit Candy here.
Yeah, Giratina can attack, and also
Lily,
oh no.
Flareon.
Oh no.
In this
No.
moment, it's almost like, did you actually put the cape on Charmander? But we can retreat back.
No, they need to retreat into Sylveon.
Yeah, we need to retreat to Sylveon.
It's sudden death. I don't think I think they either forgot or they didn't quite understand.
They said they understood in the chat.
They did say they understood in the chat. But they're gonna. The game's unfortunate. Didn't find the Charizard.
Yeah,
that's gonna be the point. Which again, this is a sudden death game, so the game is over.
Yeah.
And that's actually, yeah, they're still playing. I think they don't.
Well, we were going into our next round. And then, are there any other games in this match? In this round, let's see. It does not seem to be the way. It looks like we're going straight to our top 8. Going straight to our top 8.
All right, let me see who is.
Let's see. Do you have any preference for top 8 here?
That's what I was pulling up. Let's see. We've got Oricorio, Savali.
It looks like Darkrai versus Darkrai up top.
Let's check out the let's check out the or the one at the very bottom of the list. The Oricorio versus Greninja.
Bestiary was in the finals last week, so.
Oh really?
Did they end up winning
okay.
it? I'm trying to remember. Or if they got second place, but I'm gonna check real quick. It looks
they got second
like
place.
They got second place last week. But to note,
oh, that's
really
the deck. That's the deck I was using.
Is also in their top 8.
Yeah. Also a. Oh, the person who won.
The person who won is also in our top 8.
Yeah, the bestiary, their deck is what I brought yesterday.
Nice.
I saw they're playing. Looks like they're playing the same deck this week. Let me see if they're playing the same 20. No, they're not. They swapped in an extra Oricorio.
Let's check it out.
Or no, they are playing the same. I was playing one card off. I was playing extra Zero Aura, but I think we should check out that game.
Let's check out channel 7. You don't have to. I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's you concede or not.
It was to save the opponent time.
Yeah, no, Max.
They were playing out the game, so it's kind of.
Yeah, no. I was responding. There's someone in chat said maybe you should make a video to explain that you need to surrender. You don't need to surrender. The judge goes on.
Oh no, yeah, you can just. It's fine. You can. The other person can just concede.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, very unfortunate, but they did confirm that they understood. But we're gonna go into this is top 8. Ursiidays Pocket Weekly number 34, the biggest and most competitive pocket tournament every week with a prize pool. What's the sponsor again? I'm just kidding. I shouldn't pretend like I don't know. I know the sponsor, XP Collect.
They're really awesome. John is so cool that they just put up this prize pool every single week since 37 weeks ago, which is absolutely insane to think about. But I'm really, really glad that they're willing to support our, grassroots scene in the way that they do. If anyone is interested or be willing to, let you guys if you could check out both their website, but also text the number, looking at UrsiiBW, which means that, you really appreciate the support, and it'll also sign you up for pre-order text messages.
Yeah, so you can get the new
Black and white set looks insane. It's like Black Bolt and White Flare. I might have mixed those up, by the way, but it looks.
That
really
sounds.
cool.
I think that's right, because the Zekrom is black and is electric type, and Reshiram is fire type.
Oh, really?
Fire.
Very cool. I had no clue. I hope they do a remake of the game. Wait, Black and White. I really like that one. We are into the game, though.
Yeah, we're in the game. Zero Aura, we're going to see a red card immediately. You always want to start with the Zero Aura. It's nice when it's on the bench so you can get something in. But going first with Zero Aura is really nice because you can play Giovanni and just snipe an Eevee. Or a Froakie on the next turn. Black and White is probably my favorite Pokemon games. Maybe Black and White too. I think I just played a lot more Black and White. This thing is my favorite gen. That's the last generation that did sprite graphics, which I think they did very good job. And there's people kind of debate on the 2D versus 3D. I really like those graphics, so I don't know that a remake would do it justice for me. But I always would say yes to more Pokemon games. I actually got a Switch too. It's coming in today, so I'm
Ooh.
actually gonna play ZA, which I haven't played any of the other Switch games, but I'm actually gonna play ZA when that comes out, which will be
Yeah,
fun.
I'm excited for ZA. I'm excited for ZA.
Yeah.
With that being said, though, I mean, Sylveon is happy ribboning. We already have our first evolution on Why Hello their side, and they are looking to greet a Greninja and Candy with that happy ribbon draw. Best, kind of just, we're just going to take it slow from here and see what Why Hello there does.
Yeah, putting out just the 3 basics means that Why Hello There is required to take out the Oricorio in order to win the game. So the only way they have to take it out is with Greninja, and of course Greninja can attack for 80 and get through it in one hit. So you're kind of gonna be bouncing around, looking for it. I would just go and attack with Savali here. Just get an early KO, put on the pressure. The Giratina is not attacking anytime soon because they have water energy queued. I don't know about playing the second type null for the reason I mentioned.
There is a knock on Eevee, gets that first point.
Yeah, but they've again made top 8 2 weeks in a row. They made it to the finals last week, so they probably know more about the deck than I do.
Let's see here. Giratina coming to the active spot now. Can't attack this turn, but it could absorb some damage. Do you really want to absorb damage with Giratina? Questionable. I don't know. Looks like we're checking out our discard pile, and there's going to be that Bellow, taking it to 2 energies, but it will need 1 more turn of Bellowing to be able to... Actually, it won't, because the next energy is Psychic, so we need putting some early damage here. Could be really nice in getting, here. Yep, there's 100 damage into that Giratina now, which without any heals will be in range of an Oricorio attack next turn. There's that Chaotic Impact taking their first point now. They did get a Irida off, meaning they're just 20 damage shy of that KO. But, I mean, when you're doing 20 damage yourself, if you attack, definitely it's a question of its own.
Yeah, I can see Oricorio in. Zap. Now Greninja can come out, except it's got the cape, right? You got the cape, which means it can't actually KO in 1 turn. It would require 2. Or double Greninja.
That would work too.
But then Cyrus is still open to KO this this Giratina. Let me see. Let me open their deck lists. They do play 1 Cyrus, but the Greninja player plays Cape as their only way to increase their health. Do we play Guzma? Don't play Guzma. We're not... I didn't see a slam for another Greninja, so I'm kind of expecting... I mean, what do you... I guess you have to retreat, right? I would attach to Giratina and retreat into Froakie. Yeah. And then power up your Psychic again. You got no Psychic energy queued. It's double water. And that is one of the reasons that... Oh.
Okay, so
What?
just do 20 damage with the Froakie.
That is very surprising to me.
I think it's surprising to me too.
I would rip the Sabrina here, I think.
I mean, we would be at point
Well,
2, and then
who do you attach to here?
type null, I think.
Type null, because Zero Aura threatens the Greninja just as much as the Oricorio does. What you're thinking. But if you Sabrina, then
They can't really attack next turn.
Yeah. If you attach to Zero Aura, if you Sabrina and they give you Greninja, then you can attach to Zero Aura. They don't have Psychic Q, so it'll be at least another turn. And then you can get another point that way. But again, the Oricorio's thing. I think they're so likely to have Cyrus here. I think they're just playing in a way that means they have Cyrus. If you can attack this turn, I guess you have to, right? You have to get rid of this bird. Okay, having Psychic is cute is huge because it means that you can actually put one on the gear. Well, then the Sylveon needs to get out of there. This is a precarious spot. And as soon as Bestiary gets Cyrus, it's over unless you get Giant Cape.
Yeah.
5 cards left in deck. I assume one of them is the Cape. Otherwise, we would have seen it. But even then, that when I say Giant Cape like that, it's because type null does 20 damage, right? And so as soon as they get Savali, or if they hit a coin flip, or if they put an energy on the Zero Aura, it's not gonna be enough. I wish they would tap their deck to see how many cards they're in.
Honestly, it'd be nice to see. I really hope that they do a spectator mode at some point.
They would be amazing. It would make these go so much smoother. I feel like we could do a lot of good upgrades to the the casting setup. But
yeah.
Okay, so you research. Do you rip Sabrina here, or do you research? I mean, that's a big hit, but so the other Froakie was KO'd, right? Which means Zero Aura is safe. They can't Cyrus it up and get a KO.
That is true. I mean,
do they play Giovanni? They don't play Giovanni, right? So they can't get that on the front either. You can't leave Greninja in or you just lose. So you have to retreat to Sylveon here. And then yes, then Sabrina would secure it because the only other Pokemon they could play is an Eevee, which is still within range. So as long as
we do put up the Sylveon EX and Bellow.
And that's going to be the game.
Yeah, I definitely think... Oh, there's a Sabrina.
Yeah.
That's going to be game, yep.
I say that because of Sabrina, yeah.
Is that game 1? It's game 1. Okay, I'll let them get set up for game 2. Looks like we're gonna let them get set for game 2. Is there anything that you want to see Why Hello There do to be able to, you know, like get the win against Best?
I mean, it's I feel like they played just fine. It's just that it's rough trying to get around the Electric Bird. Your only way through it is with Greninja, and so getting early Greninja is just amazing, even if you're not attacking with it. Maybe there was a turn where they could have attached an extra energy to Froakie that I didn't see, but I don't think so.
Okay, well, we're getting into game 2 here. Let's see what they do and if Why Hello There can bring it back. Best is going versus time. They have the type null. They're going to be Pokeballing for a second type null, looks like. We still have 2 Oricorios and 0 Auras in our list as well that we could be drawing from. 1 0 Aura that we drawing. Okay.
Let's see. The XP collect, draw a card.
XP collect, draw a card. What?
Yeah.
But we are gonna go on and draw another card there.
One card. Unfortunately, so it's water energy queued, which means that Sylveon can't
Mhm.
attack next turn. Fortunately, didn't start Zero Aura, which is it's really nice when you have just one, even just on the bench. You don't even need Dawn. It's just you have something that is already that's like a threat already.
Yeah.
Kind of expected evolve here.
Checking the deck, there's 10 cards left in Why Hello's list. There, 6 cards in hand. I think it's 5 in hand. But we do
It's
hit a
5.
Silvally. We're gonna evolve it on the bench.
Yeah, which I think is fine. It just means you get to attack with your type null.
We're gonna do tells, which does mean this Eevee is still in range of, surviving next turn.
Yeah, it means that Sylveon will be at 120. So we need
There's
red.
Sylveon EX. That's 2
they
more
play
cards.
red.
There's
They don't play red.
We're gonna be 7 cards left in the deck now. There's research. 5 cards left in the deck.
Yeah. What is it? It's their turn 2.
4
cards left in the deck.
They hit the Greninja.
I would be more surprised if they didn't hit the Greninja. There's the red card.
Dawn, Pokeball, Silvally. If we want to activate the 100 damage from a Silvally this turn, it's going to be some funny plays. There's Giratina coming down now. There should be 4 cards left in deck, I believe. 4 or 5.
Yeah, I believe it's 4.
That's 20 to type null. We're going to hit a Pokeball here. There's Oricorio. Let's see. There's that Dawn. Brings the energy up. Now it swings for 100. Still no psychic energies to be seen. We could see retreat back to Greninja who could attack, I guess.
100 damage for 2 energy is a lot. Compared to Starmie
Yeah.
EX,
I mean,
rest
90.
in peace.
Starmie EX though, like realistically, does more because was 90 for 2 energies, could retreat for free, and didn't need a supporter to make it do that. But I guess it's an EX still.
Yeah,
still.
you're gonna be wanting to play your supporter anyway. Yeah, it's EX. I
But
think
you don't
it's like
realistically, you don't want to be playing Dawn there, right? You don't want.
Yeah.
Sometimes it forces supporters that you don't always want to be playing, or you're doing 50. So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's a 1-pointer, which is.
I wish Starmie was better. Now, I wish other cards were. I wish people were still playing Starmie. My
so cool.
favorite deck that I played was had Starmie in it. So
Yeah, I like that one
Um,
too.
bad draw. You can't play it.
Yeah, you can't play. So I'm saying, like, you don't always, and you can't always play your supporters. Where's Stormy? 90.
Yeah.
Always.
This is why some people
Play Penny.
play Penny, because you can always play it, but I wouldn't recommend playing it.
In this list, I understand Penny. In Lucario list, I don't understand Penny. That is my
Yeah, they had it in that's when I lost the pet. That was my round 8 opponent
You
played
lost
Penny.
to Lucario Penny?
Well, I was playing Savalai, so or Choreo, so they had type advantage the whole way through. They hit
Yeah, but I'm just meaning the Penny.
they hit Gladion off of their Penny when they used it.
Good.
So just like
Good, they deserve to. I hate
deserve
pennies,
to.
by the way, guys, if you can't understand. As a penny myself, I don't think it's a very good card.
Yeah, that's a great Penny
I need to put the penny
cosplay that
copy on
Ursi did.
Insta. But
You see again here, it's just kind of they're playing the bird dance, valley dance, just kind of moving the energy every which way. Sylveon still can't attack.
looks like we
Oh,
are.
I thought they were gonna. I thought they were.
I
I
know,
thought they were gonna
for a second,
concede. I was like,
too.
what? No, they're checking the battle log.
I love watching people check the battle log. It makes me smile.
Yeah, I check it occasionally. If I'm like really curious about if I can't remember if someone like evolved last turn or something, but
Yeah,
opponent
sometimes with like my
has
card decisions, I'll go check it out. But
wonder if there's a turn where they could have held this Savali instead of playing it, so that they would have guaranteed that Gladion would be online when it happened, but
we're gonna see that cape onto the Silvally, which will protect it from a. It won't because there's 2 Greninjas. I guess it forces. By putting the cape on, it stops a knockout of 2 Silvallys this turn, which is really strong.
yeah. Greninja's ability to take two points in one turn is one of the really nice things about it.
Yeah. Let's see. Myself, I don't believe in the penny. Let's see. But yeah, that's the ping of both. Then Silvally comes up, and Greninja can only do 60. That's 1 point for Y. Why, hello there. We definitely didn't want to use the turn, I feel like. This is the turn we'd like to use Dawn to make it for you, I feel like. And they can do 60, but not 70. We do see, but
Cyrus.
this is kind of.
I mean, so
still. Wait, no,
you yoink up the Sylveon. The bad part is that Oricorio can't attack next turn.
But the bad part is Oricorio is knocked out.
And then you're gonna lose. Actually, yeah, because they can take 2. They got the double thing. Yeah. Okay. That's gonna be. Was that game 2?
That's game 2, and I think it's gonna be going here to Why Hello There. Whenever I see names like this, I want to respond like, "Oh, do you want to play the football? You want to throw the football?"
What?
You didn't watch The Room?
No. I
Oh,
always think
the
it's
main actor, he every single time he walks into a room, he's like, "Why hello there? Why hello there?"
Oh, I always just think about
And then
Star Wars, but I know it's not why hello there in Star Wars. It's hello there. He goes, hello there. How's
no,
that? Chat, rate that on a 1 to 10.
I'm pretty sure this guy's
Um,
why hello there. And then
Yeah.
they also like weirdly throw the football all the time in the show. The two scenes are like in his apartment and then outside throwing the football.
Is it The Room?
Yeah,
you
it's The
said?
Room. It's a cult classic.
Okay. I've definitely heard of it.
Why hello there? And I'm pretty sure it's like a Ohio accent. But maybe it's Canadian, I don't know.
Press 1 in chat if you're from Canada.
Oh no. In a minute and a half from now.
Yeah, I mean, I always wait. Shout out to our Canadian viewers. Let's see. So we've got the Oricorio into the again. You're
Oricorio
starting with all
into Eevee.
three Pokemon. Kind of your ideal start. You're protecting your Froakie. You're charging up your Giratina. The only thing that could be better is if you were queuing Psychic Energy. Really looking for Zeraora here. Or the other bird.
Watch me be wrong though. Watch like chat, listen to me say that, and be like, "That's not what happens in the room." Or see, they don't say
Okay,
why hello there.
We don't see type null.
We haven't seen type null yet, but we do find Zeraora, which is always really nice on our first turn.
Yeah. Extra birdies.
Xander hit the one.
And Zeraora
Oh, Xander's
is
from Texas.
Xander's from Texas.
Why is he lying?
Um,
maybe he's not there
maybe
yet. Maybe we're not there yet.
maybe he's from Canada. No, it's definitely there.
No, it's the
or
response.
no,
Oh, yeah,
no,
oh,
no,
hi,
no, no,
Mark.
they're
It's what it
talking-
is. Not
they're
oh,
talking-
hello there. Why, hello there. It's oh, hi, Mark. I'm an idiot. I knew this was going to happen.
Oh wow.
I
That's
was wrong.
embarrassing.
I was wrong. It's oh, hi. Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Mark.
Okay. Anyway, so Zeraora is just as much a threat to Greninja as Oricorio is, meaning that if it takes two hits, to KO a Greninja, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and it does live a hit, as well, unless you've got double Greninja, and again, you're drawing 10 million cards. I don't know if I would red card here because they didn't play type null. I understand playing it. I think it's probably okay to play it, but I would at least like think about it. Because I know the Oricorio is like the immediate problem, but the type null is their way that they can deal, more than 50 damage in a turn. Player research. Let's just attack.
Let's see. They're attaching that energy to or.
I mean, what else are you gonna do? You can attack with their Zeraora. I mean, I think you're just wasting your energy at that point. All right, they haven't put energy on Greninja. I expect that. Okay, that's double Greninja. Oh, they're already ready. They're ready to go.
Yeah, best is like I don't know, man. Oh, Xander was giving me 1 out of 10 for your Kenobi.
Oh, for my Kenobi.
But everyone else said that it was nearly perfect, so I don't know what to take for that. He might just be,
Yeah. Yeah. Fun fact: Ursi has never seen Star Wars.
I did, but I was like 3, so I don't remember
Yeah.
it. I remember the third movie, or like the third prequel, and being like, oh, it's his father! But like, I was like 5. That's like my
That was
only memory of it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
And then being like, why does this matter?
you probably recognize the memes
Probably,
when they show up.
That's the only parts that I remember. What quote did we do?
What?
I don't know.
What quote did I do?
I don't know.
I said, "Hello there."
Yeah, but that was
Which
way
is-
earlier in chat, and now someone's saying L quote in YouTube.
L quote. Oh, in YouTube chat's always a bit behind.
I don't know.
It's a shame because the stream is not behind.
Yeah,
The chat is
it's
behind by like 30 seconds.
yeah.
So we're sitting here thinking,
Zip.
so your Oricorio gets knocked out here. Who do you promote? Because
With this
the
setup, I'm not
the
sure.
the Giratina can attack, but
So
also if
can
you promote Oricorio, the Greninja can attack.
Yeah. And I think knocked out. They're putting up Zero Aura though. And are both pinks down or only one?
Just one.
Yeah, so they can knock out the Zero Aura as well. Wait, Sylveon can attack. For some reason I thought Sylveon could attack.
No, yes, so Sylveon. I was thinking, but you could retreat to either Greninja or to
Yeah, to the Giratina.
to Giratina, right? And so now you should definitely research first, but I don't think it's going to matter. Now they're going to, take this KO, and then double Greninja can quite easily clean up the Oricorio, if the Oricorio up, and then Ally can like live for
2 points
a hit
now.
for a hit from Greninja, but not from two. This is looking very difficult. I mean, you can attack, right? But that's not going to do anything. And if you retreat into Ally, it's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Because then they go to, yeah. They either keep the Giratina in or they go to Greninja.
Looks like we are going to see a concede there. Tragic. But that does mean my hello there is going to be continuing on into our top 4. Our other top 4 actually has last week's winner in it. It's Mames versus Pepin, which is going to be a Sylveon Greninja versus a Darkrai Giratina. And for our top 4, for those who do not know, we do stream both top 4s. So we're gonna watch the top one first. We normally do, and then I'll get this up so you guys can see it.
Which channel was it?
I haven't set a channel yet.
Okay.
I haven't really checked though. Which point of view do you prefer?
Dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice. Do you prefer seeing supporters or do you prefer seeing evolution?
Let's evolutions, I think.
Okay, let's hop to channel 3 unless the, POV is terrible. Okay, guys, we're gonna get set up here. Start when ready. Congrats. 1 second. I type it to them. And I'm gonna start getting up the cast.
Yeah, limitless strips the tag brackets.
I know what's up with that.
Greater than, less than sign, so you can't do a less than 3 in chat. It just comes out as 3.
I know, it's toxic. I mean, like, I
tried,
get why, but
I get why, but I've tried to put in hearts a lot, and then
it
you
just says 3.
It just says 3. Yeah.
It's tragic, but I understand why. But I really wish they'd let me do it, or at least like give me a bracket that shows me what emotes I am allowed to put in.
Yeah. The Windows emoji keyboard broke today for me. You can do Windows period and there's emojis, and you used to be able to type heart and it would show up, but now it doesn't do anything. I don't know if it broke for anyone else, but it's very frustrating when my software is working fine one day and then the next day it's not working.
Did you restart your computer? Factory reset it? Because I found out that you have to have drivers for your keyboard for F11 to max to full screen.
That's funny. No, I didn't reset my.
Okay. That happened to me 1 week.
Yeah.
Swagmire, thank you so much for the YouTube memberships. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
We'll win our top 4 set. Ooh, I have a 90-second head start on this prediction.
Don't you dare win a lot of points from the prediction, buddy.
Look, arbitrage is part of the deal, right?
It's not. I'm also not allowed to vote, it appears. Or, like, I'm not allowed to do the prediction. This is tragic.
Oh, you have it's because you have infinite channel points.
Yeah, let me put in
Right.
like 12,000.
I'll put in 12,000. Which one do you want to put in?
Okay, you put in 1 million for me, and I'm gonna pick Pepin.
I have 443,000
Put
points.
440 into Pepin.
Okay, you can only put 250,000 max.
Put 250. Okay, how many do I have to say? 250 then.
250,000 on Pepin?
Yeah.
Okay. Sent it. Boom. 91% of points are spent on Pepin. You guys better... They either better win, or you guys better put some points... Like, I don't know. I would love to get more value. The thing is, if I win right now, I only get an increase of 10%.
Yeah, you're not getting mine.
Whereas other people are going to get an increase of, like,
250%.
500
Yeah, that's the
or
whole
more.
point. Okay, and we're into it now.
Okay, we got Froakie into Giratina with the helmet for good measure. Darkrai on the bench. I think they researched into their Darkrai. I feel like you want to have your Darkrai up front, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gonna see another Froakie.
Looks like you have Froakie here.
Just an end turn. No Eevee, no Giratina.
You know, ooh, kind of seems like a painful start to be in here. Pepin's typically want to find an Eevee, find a Giratina, but we really, really need to find those Candy Greninjas. Otherwise, we're in a little bit of a pickle here. Looks like we do find an Eevee, but do we have the Candy Greninja start?
Okay, they're okay, they're desperate digging for cards.
Yeah, for sure. No question about it. I think he means which heart do you choose? Like which one's your
Oh,
favorite
which
to
heart?
choose?
I mean, literally any of them don't work. But I'm saying, like, I used
Yeah,
to.
but
be
he's
able
saying
to
which one do you pick when you do it? Like he's judging you based on
I
your
generally
emotional
just do less than 3 on Discord. I like to do hearts, which is like the
Oh, the
card
3?
suit hearts. No, the card suit, because I think the
Ah.
heart looks nicer.
Looks like we are gonna collect again. Still no Greninja, and we've officially given up that slot for.
Yeah, for Giratina, I
Giratina.
think at this point there's no way you're going to be able to get 3 Psychic Energy, especially when you're queuing water. Here's the leaf. See the Darkrai hit. This is. I mean, do you power? The Giratina doesn't need to be powered up. It's got 3 Psychic already.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't just attack, honestly, with it. But I guess it is for the best, and Pepin is going to go on and lose 1 Eevee to Mames, who is putting up their Froakie.
Okay, Seahawk put 100K on the other person. I'm already reaching for the concede button here, if this is me. Do have a Greninja, and it can do some damage. Okay, hit that one, sure. Nope, you already played a supporter this turn.
Already used a supporter this turn. It's not possible, but we do at least have a Greninja. Do you think you retreat back to the Giratina to go on and KO the Greninja, or do you just put in the 100 and the ping and you wait for the next turn?
I would go to Giratina and take the KO. I think like at this 60 here is, like you want to get the 60 and then like plus 20. I don't know. You're in such a horrible spot here, right? It's only game 1, there's still plenty of room to go, but
Red card coming down now is going to put all of Pepin's hand back into his hand. Red card, Giratina finally, but far too late, and a research.
yeah, so you get your Giratina in here. The opposing Giratina is never going to show up, or it's never, if it shows up, it's never going to be a threat because it's so words. It's so far behind of being able to possibly attack. We've only been queuing water energy. Yeah, there's the psychic. Too late. So this will stall you for a turn.
Yeah, there comes up the Giratina other Giratina EX with that
You should
Cyrus.
attach to Sylveon. You should attach to Sylveon so that you can attack next turn.
Oh.
Or so you can attack with the psychic
Sylveon.
energy.
Yeah.
Right? Because so what? I think your out is chipping down the Darkrai on the bench, right? Like, you can take this KO next turn. I guess the Psychic can go on the Sylveon this turn, this upcoming turn. Because Sylveon plus Greninja can KO the Darkrai back there. Giant Cape on the Darkrai. Ooh, I would have put it on the other Darkrai. Because the one in the back middle is now vulnerable to Sylveon. Right? Because you ping here. You ping the 80 HP Darkrai. And you get an attack in. Yeah. You get an attack. You KO this Giratina in front. And are we just back in it?
Are we?
What healing cards does opponent play?
Let's see. I mean,
opponent plays. They play one cape, which they have used. They play one potion and one Pokemon Center Lady.
Yeah, I did thought we were kind of out of it for a moment there.
Yeah.
But Pepin obviously knows his deck better than I do. There's one potion bringing it up to 80.
Okay, so it takes it out of range, but if you get Greninja, it does put it back into range.
Yeah.
And there's only 3 cards left in the deck.
It's not like they can one-shot the Sylveon either. They do take those 2. I mean, Pepin is up to 2 points.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can't one-shot the Sylveon. They do have play Sabrina and Cyrus to
so
pull
they
up the
could
Froakie.
take a Froakie, but oh, and they were gonna promote the Froakie. Hey, we're not feeling great about this. I don't think. It looks like we're going back to our Giratina to try to stall behind it.
I think this is totally fine to try to stall for a turn. Again, you attach to. Yeah, you can attach here. Again, opponent plays Cyrus. Cyrus does, and I don't think they've used it yet. Cyrus does pull up the Froakie. But Sabrina, you can put up Sylveon and
do they have it?
Not
Fourth
get KO'd.
energy onto the Darkrai. It doesn't matter one way or another. There's red. It's not a knockout though.
It's not a knockout. Don't press the button, please. Oh, this can't attack. This can't attack.
Comes up.
Oh, it's got 5. It's 5. I thought it was 1. Yeah, it's 5.
And that's gonna be 150,
yeah,
which
that's
is gonna be the game.
Okay, so that was honestly, I had like kind of thought they were just immediately losing, but they made it up.
Went a lot better than I thought it did. I thought we didn't have a chance at the beginning. Flames took it all though. Well, quote unquote took it all. Won the game. Won the one game. We'll have to see how it goes for game 2 and 3 now.
See,
And then get set up
into Giratina and Helmet and a Darkrai. They always have the Darkrai. When I play decks that have 4 basics, I don't always have both of my Pokemon.
Yeah. Agreed. Okay. So we do see that ping onto the Eevee. They also bellow to the bench.
Go to the bench. I think it's fine. See some
Looks like we do have
Pokeballs.
Pokeball.
We only started with the one Pokemon, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah.
And it has an energy, but it has this psychic energy when you really wanted it to. I mean, I guess I keep forgetting Sylveon can attack in this deck. I always just want to put my psychic energy on Giratina, but you can actually attack. I think you do want to charge it up here, though.
Oh no. So we did. Let's see. We are gonna get red carding. Ouch! 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 I don't want to talk about what we just saw that red card do to Pepin, but it's okay. Double Candy, double Greninja back into the deck. They're going to ping and bellow again. Meanwhile, this Sylveon still trying to get set up. But at the same time, the Giratina on the bench is really important as well. And it's going to need a couple of turns.
Yeah, I think you have to retreat here because of Leaf. Giratina will at least be able to attack. After bellowing here.
I mean, it looks like we're going to see a bellow on the front now. Pokeball.
Taking our time, charging up our energy. Pokeball is useless.
Yeah, it's, I mean, just like a slowly... I don't think there's much to do right now. We're trying to figure out where we are. We can't really attack with Froakie because it would put us in range of a ping, and then that would be a 2-point turn, basically, for Mames. So instead,
Yeah,
it looks like we're...
I disagree with that attach there because you can just go... You can, like, retreat into Darkrai. I guess they don't want to possibly lose a Darkrai to Greninja plus Giratina.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's the thing. They have a second one now. I would go in now. But also, again, I'm not in the top 4 of Ursiidays Pocket Weekly number 34.
Yeah, that's how I feel a lot of times. I'm like, this is what I would do, but like I'm not in their footsteps, and I didn't make it here, so they're probably better.
Yeah,
than me.
it's like when Marvel Snap first came out. This game I first streamed. I would snap here, and it's like almost everyone would not snap, and I was very, very aggressive snapper.
I don't know what that means because I never played the game. Does that mean you delete 1/3 of the Pokemon board?
It means if you snap, it means that you're gambling that you're gonna win. You're when you snap, you double the stakes.
There's stakes.
So you
in
double
Marvel?
you double the stakes, and your opponent has the option to concede, to like fold, to leave before the stakes get doubled. But so that's the anyway. That's the game.
I don't get what
it's
stakes are in the game, but that's okay.
That's fine. We're playing Pokemon.
Yeah, we don't do stakes in Pokemon. With that being said, they are gonna ping the second Froakie. There's a point for Mames now, and they are able to KO it to take that second point. No Greninjas now for Pepin's side.
And that's going to be the concede.
Ooh, yep,
Uh,
that's gonna be the concede.
I think I just lost 250,000 Ursi channel points.
Let's go! We need to
What do you mean?
remove them from the. I wish I
No,
could
it
wipe
doesn't.
all
It doesn't.
points.
It doesn't remove them. It just
I
transfers them.
know.
So Seahawk now gained. He gained 160,000 profit.
I wish I could remove everyone's points on my channel and start anew.
If you could ask people, you could put up a like
Yeah,
rewards that
but
cost
there's
you-
people who won't do it. So
Yeah.
therefore it sucks to ask anyone.
Why do you want to start anew?
I don't like. Sometimes it would just be. I don't know. It just always seems nice when things are new.
Yeah.
Okay. With that being said, though, we're gonna be watching our next top 4. It's gonna be Random Ways versus Hello There. We can hop to channel 4, I think, which is where Random Ways is. We'd love to watch him play from channel 4. Inside. I dragged you down, Kronos, by the way.
Oh, you dragged me in.
I dragged you in, so
That's the
don't
concede.
cancel. Yep,
Uh,
that's gonna be the concede.
I
can
think
still
just
hear
lost
myself.
250,000 Ursi.
Let's go! We need to remove them. I wish I
No,
could
it
wipe
doesn't.
all
It doesn't.
them
It doesn't
already.
remove them. It just
And
transfers them.
congrats
So
to Root
Seahawk
on
now
the top
gained-
4.
He gained.
I'm gonna
160,000
mute myself. And we'll go from there. Honestly, CR should put in like 500k as well, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. But the thing is, if everyone had their points taken, then no one would be mad. Because everyone would have their points taken. I'm responding to Young Wong who won't see me for a minute and a half. Respond to him. So he's not even know that I'm responding to him, but that was a response to Young Wong saying that he would be mad.
He would be mad. I mean, there were scrapped rewards that I was saving for, but you're not using them. You're not going to use them for anything, so might as well. The thing about the
Yeah,
mods
there's,
is that because you can make the predictions, you can actually scam people, right? You could say, you could go all in and have another mod do it. Anyway, whatever. Channel points are fun distraction. Let's get into the top 4.
Let's see.
They're not.
We're just. Oh, we're gonna cover that up because I accidentally had screen showing. When did I change over to this? Interesting. Confused. Interesting. I'm getting sleepy,
Who do you
as one can tell.
Who do you think's gonna win the top 4?
I don't know.
Our second top 4 match. Be our second finalist.
That's a great question. I think it's really nice having such a first top 4. I think Random Ways wins here. I don't know if they win against Dark Eye Giratina. Put a 250k.
I don't have 250k.
Seahawk, put 2
Just put 250
into
on.
random. Okay. Lose your point. Or actually, I would say, anyway. Let's do this. And we're into the game here. We're starting with Evie on Random Way side. Hello. Why hello there? Is starting with a Froakie and an Evie on the bench. We have a Magerna. We are looking wrong.
Looking for our Cosmog. You can draw with the Eevee, but unfortunately, you really want your first energy to be ideally on a Cosmog, so you can just start punching. But gonna be drawing a million cards next turn. Greninja in. Who do you attach to here? I think I would attach to Greninja.
Seahawk said, if I go poor, I will crash out. I said, I made Kronos go poor. It's your turn, Seahawk.
Yeah. You said I wish you said put on the other one because I would have put I think random is a favored matchup.
I was favoring Pepin as well.
I guess
So.
yeah.
Anywho.
Just Young Mung to do it. He's got the most points out of anyone.
No, but then who's gonna do the prediction?
Any of the other mods are in chat. Moonlight, Seahawk, you.
I guess I could do it, but so good. Georgia hangs out.
Yeah,
during
Georgia.
weekends.
Young Mung, you got to go 250K on the final.
Yes, it's Young Monk for the finals. I'm making all the mods for today. Did I just call Kronos a mod?
Yeah,
Maybe.
No, I'm a mod on YouTube. Shout out YouTube
on
chat.
YouTube.
I see you guys. I'm in there.
Kronos is the only one who's consistently in there. Other than for tournaments, Young Monk's there too.
Yeah.
That being said, the random does attach that metal energy to the Sylveon, and
To
a
the
metal
Cosmog.
energy to the Cosmog as well. Now, looking for Candy, Solgaleo, anything to find him those two pieces.
Yeah. Sylveon, of course, draws a bunch of cards.
But
You'll see the ping down.
let's see. Do 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 do. Okay, let's see here.
I will say that the Solgaleo's deck game plan is very straightforward. I played a lot of Solgaleo last format. Is the plan is that you just attack with Solgaleo. That's the plan, right? With the Sylveon, Greninja, Giratina, there's a lot of thinking. Do I want to end my turn? What do I want to ping? This is kind of do it. I don't know why they Cyrus there. Do you think it was just to get rid of like it for Mars?
I think we're
because of course
stalling the energy is my assumption.
That,
but it doesn't really work against Solgaleo.
It doesn't work, yeah.
So I don't really know. Yeah, I'm not sure what their game plan was there.
I don't know about playing the second Eevee. I guess they have to get through they have to do so much damage, right? The Giratina, they're not queuing Psychic Energy, so the Giratina can't attack next turn. They're queuing another water, which is horrible.
Yeah, this is problematic for why hello there. They kind of need their cape. Be it for the Greninja or for the Sylveon EX.
Yeah, I would have put points on random. I think it's a favored matchup. So I wish Seahawk told Seahawk to go the other way because then I would have gotten my points back.
Sorry.
If they win,
you can vote
not
on
that the points are made up and don't do anything. So
yeah, they're made up. They don't do anything, but I like telling people where to put their points. Makes me happy.
I like being the boss. It's fun.
I like being the boss.
So we see
look like we put up an Eevee, bellowing slowly but surely to get psychic energies onto that Giratina.
But again, you can't. I don't know why we're thinking about the energy here. I would just put it onto Magearna every time. And attack, right? They can't attack with Giratina next turn. So you get at least one more attack in. They have to tank the hit with Giratina because Sylveon gets knocked out, loses the game. Greninja gets knocked out, loses the game. Yeah, so I think this is completely fine.
We have leftovers Guzma. So there's, put up that's like that cape. I dare you. It won't matter now. Randomways is gonna take 0.2 with Soul Breaker, which is kind of
and again now the Sylveon can live with a cape. And we got Guzma in hand, but maybe opponent doesn't know that yet. The Giratina attacking will take it to 130, which means that we can hit with Solgaleo, and then it's Magearna that is lethal.
Hmm. 20 more damage to Solgaleo, and we will finally be able to bellow. Are we just not running Psychic Energies on Y Hello side, by the way?
I was thinking that before. Or maybe it was the last match. I was thinking, and then they showed up. I'm pretty sure they're running Psychic
It
Energy.
doesn't matter, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, for big picture, but I'm feeling like I felt that multiple times now for them.
This is what, again, I had to ask in Discord. I said, don't let me play Giratina decks because I can't deal with multiple. Giratina decks love playing multiple energy types, right? I mean, you can play like the Lunala and stuff for pure Psychic, which I think would be okay, but the multi-energy decks, I've been betrayed too many times.
Dun dun dun.
Get to the next game.
Waiting for it to get set up, and then we will watch game 2 here. Let's see. And we are going into... Is your birthday Thursday or Wednesday?
My birthday is neither of those days.
Thursday. Is it just because of...
Thursday. Donkey Kong is coming out on Thursday.
Oh, that's when I'm getting confused. I know your birthday is this week. Ow!
I know.
Oh, I hit my hand. What plate?
I'm sorry about that.
I'm sorry. That's what I get for saying your birthday the wrong days. I know your birthday is this week,
I told Ursi said she remembered my birthday. I said the date once, and then I haven't said it again.
I will know your birthday. Don't worry.
I've been dropping little hints slowly.
I know what day it is. Don't worry. I'll let you know what day it is on the day of. This is your early birthday present by the podcast. Not actually, but you know.
We're casting? No.
Anywho, we are collecting on Y Hello side.
Yeah. Collecting. We do see a Cosmog available for our first energy. Which is what you want, right? Because it means that you're attacking as soon as possible. We're also going second, which means we can attack on turn 2 again if we get the Solgaleo. Oh, never mind. It's turn 1. We're not going first. What am I talking about? But we have Solgaleo. Again, rip it right now so that Mars doesn't come in. They did play red card. I don't think they would play Mars and red card at the same time.
Let's see. Sylveon coming down will draw 2 cards for Y Hello there, giving them more of a chance to hit that Greninja. Even Giratina, obviously. Second Froakie down, though, and we have a research. Let's go.
No Giratina.
No Giratina. Which is really nice. And they filled in the spot where it could be played, so we should not be expecting it.
I don't know that I would call it nice, but yeah. So here I think you... Oh my gosh. Oh, they got it. I was gonna say here you can just attack the Sylveon.
Oh, and there's Guzma.
And then when you eventually draw Guzma, it'll just be a point because they don't have any other healing. I guess they have one Irida, so never mind. Never mind on that plan. But yeah, immediately here again, the only thing that survives a hit from Y Hello there now is Giratina, and it's gonna take one hit, and then you're not gonna be able to attack. So this is a decisive game. There's a decisive victory, I think, here. Just again, the only Solgaleo in the top 64.
Yeah, it's kind of
But
cool. We were actually talking about it at the beginning. We were like,
yeah,
there is no Solgaleos. There is, and it's made it all the way to top 4 from there.
yeah, and I I don't know how Why Hello There can win this. Because you would have to put in Giratina, and then Giratina can get 2 Psychic Energy by next turn, but it can't attack. And as soon as you draw, like, they play 2 copies of Sabrina, and they would need one of them, and it's in their hand. Yeah. Okay, that's gonna be, they're gonna play Sabrina, and that's gonna be game 2.
Yeah, that is going to be game 2. Just like that, Runaways, I mean, slowly took over the board. And dun dun dun. Okay. Well, that means we're going to finals. Actually, I'm gonna set up the next round. But let's see. Let me just let them know they can get started here. Actually, guys, we're gonna run a quick ad so that nobody misses the finals. I'm gonna tell them they can take a really quick bio break. Always break that part.
Okay.
Alright, guys.
I'm gonna take a quick break too, so you hold the fort. I'll be right back.
Where is my stream channel? Oh, I'm still waiting for the last game to finish. And then we'll get into it so we can do commercial 180. And then that's gonna get started. I'll run with the meta breakdown so that I can see when to go. But it is gonna be Mames versus Pep. Oh, not Mames versus Pep. What am I saying? It's gonna be Mames versus Random Way. I'll move the screen over so you guys can see it. But it is gonna be the finals here shortly. I'm really, really, really excited about it. And it's gonna be a blast. Okay, let's see if we can get it going though, guys. Oh, let them have that 3 minutes like I said, and I'll get into it. Just check something. We'll get into our game here in 1 second, guys. Super, 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 super excited. Super, super, super excited. And then we'll get into our game. Give it a second. We're giving, doing some ads so that nobody misses out on the actual games. And we'll get started. We'll get started after that. It is actually. It's gonna be Solgaleo versus Darkina.
Did I miss any big breaking news?
No big breaking news. We decided your birthday is next Saturday.
Why did you decide that?
I don't know. I decided it.
You're just discussing with people?
We decided it's next Saturday.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Shooting star. Oh God. I mean, I love the powwow in chat right now. They're definitely doxing each other. That's funny.
Who? Oh,
They're
oh,
doxing
in
each
the
other.
in the I was looking at Twitch chat. With the same idea.
Well, they're like telling each other their like home states in the channel right now, and I was just like, y'all cute. I'm my state, and then Kronos just immediately said his.
I'm in Texas.
Kronos is only non-East Coaster.
Yeah, I'm
We
central
can-
time zone.
Shun him.
Shut me, yeah. Jarek put his bet in.
But that's funny.
He went in.
Wait, how
Yeah,
much did he put
look
in?
at-
Young Mung, you gotta
he-
put
he-
money in a random way.
He did max.
I told Young Mung where to put it.
So this Sol Galeo player. So this is our finals, right?
Mhm.
Our Sol Galeo player doesn't play red, so they cannot one hit a Darkrai, and they cannot KO a Giratina, at even if it attacks. They need 2 attacks on each, which I think is going to be very, very rough.
Yeah, agreed. Okay. So I think we should let them.
It.
Hmm?
He did it.
What?
Young Mung did it.
Let's go! Bro, the mods today, y'all are all MVPs. I love putting the big money in. So with that being said, let's get into our you know,
Finals match.
our final match here.
Up in the bed.
I'm gonna let them know they can start when ready, and then I'm gonna get up our finals. Update.
He's just taking a look at Snorlax.
Close.
Don't chew on him.
They're restarting their game so that they can, you know, truly see this go well. No, nothing bad for anyone. And let's watch this. I'm very excited. Oh, I hear the puppy. I hear the puppy.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Dog was being a bit disruptive. It should be good now.
Very cute. He was sounding very cute. Sounding like he wanted some love. Was he in your room the whole time? I did not hear him till
No.
now. Oh.
That's why I got the second time to let him in because he was knocking. He wasn't knocking, but he was pawing at the door. And then he was in here for about a minute, and then he's like, "I want to leave," but I
want to
kept
go
the
back
door
to
closed.
grandma.
I kept the door closed because there are other people here, and otherwise they just
Yeah, my
Anyway.
dog definitely enjoys my parents more than me, so I don't bring it with me anymore.
Oh,
but...
I think my mom is his second favorite person in the world. It might
Okay, here we
be
go.
me, but
That's good.
anyway. I'd hope I'm his favorite. So we've got the Eevee into the double Giratina. So we don't have Darkrai immediately. Of course, Darkrai Giratina players guaranteed to get Darkrai on the first turn.
Yeah, we
Especially
are
with the energy. Solgaleo, do you... No, there's no way you put Psychic Energy here. It'd be stupid.
Oh, Magarna and pass. No Cosmog to be seen. But we are going first, so no energies just yet. We could be hiding it. It looks like we are going to be doing a red card. We sent back 2 candies and 2 Solgaleos back to the deck.
Yeah, but we don't have any, we didn't have any Cosmog, so
We
it's
didn't
like
have
not
any
even
Cosmos, so
that.
it wasn't a big deal, but still, it was a tragic hand. So yeah. But let's see here. We are getting that broken space bellow by the Giratina on the bench, and randomized draws into Sylveon, which is pretty nice. We do have a Pokeball, it looks like, which should be 100% assured to be a Cosmog. The cutest Cosmog. I mean, what? Sorry. And
Very cute
Sylveon
Cosmog.
EX.
I would even consider holding Sylveon there. Because like they could like Mars and then red card you, whatever. I don't know. If you, depends on what you draw, really.
They already red carded
I
it,
don't.
so they
I
can't
don't.
red card again.
They have Mars as
Yeah,
well.
they could Mars still. Yeah, I was saying the red card.
I don't think I would play the second Eevee there because you need to attack twice into each of these. So you have to get 4 attacks off, and I don't think there is any way you're getting 4 attacks off with 1 Solgaleo.
Mm-hmm.
2, maybe 3. But 4, I mean, I guess they've got Magearna in play. But also, they need a rare candy, so maybe I'm just dumb.
Ooh,
Oh no.
no, it does look like we're still missing the rare candy though. Uh-oh.
That is tragic, Ursi. Because
Yeah.
if you were able to attack this turn, you can't get attacked back the next turn, right?
Which would be nice, yeah.
You couldn't get attacked back the next turn, so you would actually like have 1 free attack and that you're not getting hit, but
Almost 2, honestly, because you can retreat back this Giratina. Unless James is running a leaf and they're running 1 leaf, so there is a chance, I guess. You're right, to get attacked back. Let's see here. It looks like we are going to be attaching... Oh! Wait, what's happening?
I only watched Jeopardy for the first time when I was in college.
Oh, my grandparents played it every single night at dinner when I was over their house. They ate 17 every night.
I like to think I would be decent, but I'd probably be like awful.
I wasn't very good at it either. They do attach a second energy to Cosmog though and pass.
I like doing bar trivia with friends. My standard for if I did well is if I contributed an answer to the team that like other people didn't know.
Oh no, you are
and it's
not.
very rare. Although I did have a really good trivia team last year. I went probably like a dozen times. Team name, just Calvin.
Oh no.
It was always fun when they read it out, and I would just, put my hands up, and go, yeah. Anyway, it was a good time. I recommend people get out and go do things on your own because it's fun. And we're gonna see the Darkrai. We're gonna take out the Sylveon here. What hope do we have, Ursi? What line do we have here?
I don't know what hope we have right now. I mean, maybe we draw candy this turn, be able to use our Solgaleo, swing for 120, but I don't think there's a red here, so we would get attacked back first. There is the candy. Yeah, there is no red in this deck.
Yeah, no red, I think, is because I mean you get hit, and then any other hit on your, because you can't attack with the Solgaleo next turn. You have to put in the other one, right? Because otherwise they would just KO you back. But then that one gets hit. Ooh. Okay, that's game.
Let's see. I think this is just going to be game here. And we do see the defeat. We're going to game 2, but this is not looking good for Random Ways. But, we did see a light at the end of the tunnel here, which was, if we had actually gotten that Solgaleo on curve, there might have been a chance. So I wonder if with like a faster, better start, we might see a win on Random Ways side.
Yeah, it's because they would have been able to like retreat. They would have been able to kill the Darkrai, right, and then have another you need to retreat back into the other Solgaleo, but are going first again. I feel like you really want to go second because that means the Darkrai player is not dealing 20 damage, and then also you get to attack on turn 2. But yeah, I feel like you just really want to go second.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I'm gonna get that game up here.
I couldn't find the upside.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel great. I don't know. The we do have that attached. Does do 20 to the EV. Sylveon EX doesn't play. We're going to put it onto the bench. We're still looking for that candy. We're looking for researches. We're looking for Solgaleos. We see a candy. We see a second Sylveon EX. Looks like we are going to play it to draw 2 more cards. We still have the chance to find a research. We still have the chance to find that Solgaleo. We find a research, which could mean 6 cards this turn. Bless you. And now it looks like we are going to be going into... Oh, we hit the Solgaleo.
It was their last card in the 6.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Very, very unfortunate that Sylveon took damage. I feel like I guess you can just now you might as well, right? Because they have Cyrus, but you don't have a way to heal your your Sylveons.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
There's a red card, but it's okay because we got what we wanted, you know?
I liked the immediate tap on the deck and see how many cards are left.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's a good draw, right? That's just a good draw. We still don't see a Giratina. So we do this damage here. The Darkrai doesn't. The Darkrai does a lot of damage. Right? It do 100 damage on its own, but it's not like the extra 30 plus 20 is that you can get is, you know, it makes a big difference. And we do play how many copies of Lily? Do play 1 copy of Lily as well, which could potentially draw some, or you know, not draw some cards. It would let this Solgaleo live for an extra turn.
Yeah. There's that Dark Prism. It is going to do 80 here to the Solgaleo. If we could get a, like Lily, as you were saying, I mean, it could be really nice. There is 0-0 right now.
Yeah. And I think, again, even if you had 2 energy on the bench Solgaleo here, I would just attack with this one because opponent can just play Cyrus and pull it up anyway. I guess he can't pull up it and the Sylveon, but... Let's see, there's 4 cards in deck, and then they got red carded, so there's 7 total. There should be 3 cards left in deck, one of which is Lily. And again, opponent is just looking for... Actually, I think Giratina is too late. You can't take the turns to charge it up. And you kind of just wanted to Cyrus up the Sylveon, right? I mean, if they had Cyrus, you could... No, because the Solgaleo puts itself up for free.
Yeah, so...
And they can't attack with their second Darkrai this turn. Right?
There is literally a turn a little bit late, but
Yeah, but here, I mean, Guzma might as well. Can't remember if they played Mars and red card already.
remember either. They played one, but I don't know if they played both. We aren't
Yeah.
able to see that attack go through, but I mean, if they have a no, there's only one energy on the other Darkrai, so we're kind of safe here.
Yeah, the only thing that you could do for Mame Slice is you could put down a Giratina and you could retreat into it, but then you just hit it, right?
Yeah.
And you have to spend your Darkrai's energy retreating, so you're not damaging. Like what they want to do here is get the Sylveon, right? That's much easier target than a full health Solgaleo.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it's gonna do much, because again, we're gonna see the attach to Darkrai, the retreat, burning potions, I guess, just cause they have to retreat. I don't think the potion threshold would have made a difference at all. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that was game 2. So we got a game 3 finals. It's a classic.
Ooh. Yeah, so maybe that, I mean, Mames obviously did brick a little bit this game, but getting that Solgaleo going turn 2, not turn 2.
Yeah, I mean
whatever.
the other we missed Solgaleo on the first turn for the other game, so I don't think it was, I think it's that bad.
Let's see here. Let's see what they get in this game 3. I'd love to see both sides. I would love to see neither side brick here, and get to see a really great game either way.
You always want to see a long strategic game.
Yeah, it's always fun, but
Unless you're the aggro player. If you're the aggro player, you don't want to see a long game. You want to see a game that's 3 turns ideally, but
yeah, but it is a let's see.
are there any zero cost or are there any basic Pokemon that have 0 retreat cost? I think Cutiefly does. Is that it? I was thinking one Cutiefly Rampardos deck. So you can always, not always, but you can always retreat and you can spend your first energy attacking with Rampardos on turn 1 or turn 2 going first.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
There's
You're
gonna
gonna see
be
the EV. We're drawing a card. No Cosmog
Cosmog.
for the first energy, which is
tragic.
rough. Yeah.
Especially when there's so many cards down on Mame's side. Hmm.
Okay. So the red card, our hand was kind of dead anyway. No Cosmog, but they did draw a card off of collect. We're gonna see a research here, 100%.
Research. We're gonna see finally a Cosmog.
There's the Cosmog.
Sylveon as well, which is gonna be nice.
I don't think I would play the Sylveon.
I don't think I would either, but I don't know.
Because I would play this Cosmog and attach to it, and then hold a Sylveon, because if they Mars you, you want to
There is an argument though, right? That
yeah, there's
you're
an argument.
Further into your deck, you could find an EV here and then like dig even deeper.
I totally get it. It also opens up the opportunity to use a different supporter the next turn instead of, or no, we're talking about Sylveon. It's not even a supporter. I mean, you could have drawn a card here too, right? If there was an EV still, if they didn't evolve, which is what we were talking.
Oh no, I was saying they could have drawn another EV and then played it and then the next turn. Is
like another Cosmog. So we can go in here with Solgaleo. But you do get hit back, right? Because the Giratina has 3 energy on it, and the Darkrai has 2 energy on it. So what do we do here?
Yeah, like, do you actually do
It's
you attack here? Like, I kind of feel like
it,
you might, but we don't have Cyrus, and so you're probably never gonna see
yeah.
it again.
I feel like I feel like we're one turn behind because we found
Yeah.
Solgaleo was on the we have one energy on the Sylveon when ideally you wanted 0.
There's definitely some world, right, where like you Mars here or something like that to if you have it. I don't even know if Random Blaze plays it
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
But
I mean you can like attack, right? You can live for 1 turn. You could get another Cosmog, but again, the Sylveon has taken 20 damage. It is so vulnerable. Honestly, in this matchup, I think you want Cosmog in front, which is very awkward because you like the Sylveon can draw cards, right? The Cosmog can't do anything besides flee. Just so you're not vulnerable to Cyrus. But I mean, they're gonna get the attack here, right? Deal 130. They used their 1 copy of Leaf, so you could like stall them out. I think leaving the slot open for Cosmog was correct, but I mean,
we're just not running into it.
right? You Sabrina here, and like the Giratina can't attack unless they play Giant Cape.
Yeah.
No, they play other they have to play other healing things. They play Giant Cape and Potion.
But
and
if they play
Pokemon
Giant
Ability, so
Cape,
that
we do have
actually have
some
a bunch
world
of
where we could
options.
Guzma, right? And attack
Yeah.
into something else, which could be nice.
Okay, I was gonna let them attack though.
Dang. Leaf Besides did get set up, but it definitely feels like we're just like 1 turn too late as randomly.
Yeah, because you go here, you can put up Magearna to take the KO back, but opponent just attacks the Darkrai. And again, we don't play Cyrus. This is this is looking like a very, very dangerous spot.
Yeah, it is feeling really dangerous here. So other Darkrai into the active spot now, which is gonna be able to knock us out. And Magearna can even return KO, sadly. Oop. I mean, it's gonna take 2 points here, but there's really no Pokemon that can like.
There's nothing you can do, right? Because I guess okay. The Giratina can't attack, right?
Yeah.
Next turn. So you can retreat into your other Sylveon to live for 1 more turn. And then you can attack with if you get Solgaleo. And then what? You would need to attack again. Lily, and then I guess Sabrina would finish it up after that, but honestly, I would use Giratina here and Bellow.
There's gonna be Mars to try to shrink down that hand. Oh my gosh. We get that rare candy Guzma Pokeball that does nothing.
Yeah, so they say they didn't. I think the lose scenario here is that they get Solgaleo and they have to like play with Mars or something, but this is
Yeah.
they don't have anything. This is gonna be the game.
I guess maybe if we'd hit that Solgaleo here, there was like a chance since the Darkrai, the Giratinas are not set up on the bench, so that's just tragic for sure.
Yeah, 3 cards left in the deck, but even then, it's still so rough. And that's gonna be the game, and Main Slice is gonna win Ursiidays Pocket Weekly number 34. And Young Mom lost all of his points. I was gonna check it. Seahard gained
I'll have
gained
to mark it, I guess.
Seahard gained 400,000 points this stream. Because he took 150k from me.
Insane.
Or he gained 150k and then he's gaining another 250k.
Yeah, it's tragic, but with that being said, what fantastic job by both Mames and Random Ways showing off really just how strong these two decks are. We watched so many awesome games today, though. Both. For a second, I thought you froze because you were just like standing there so solidly. I guess it's correct. I don't know. But huge shout out to all of our players. We saw some fantastic matches, some almost master classes of their specific decks, and I had so much fun getting to see these interesting decks. Like Sol Galeo, there's only one in the top 64. It makes it all the way to finals. We had that awesome Del Caddy Snorlax list that just was absolutely insane, and I cannot wait to try some of it. Try the deck myself sometime, and so forth. But with that being said, I had so much fun. I do once again say thank you so much, Kronos, for coming on and co-hosting with us today. I really do appreciate it. I had so much fun.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I always have a blast doing these, and I tell you every time I would do it. I would do it like as often as you need me to. So thank you very much.
Well, I really appreciate it. If you guys are interested in, Donkey Kong next week, make sure to check Kronos out.
Look, I'm not opposed to. There might be some Pocket, but I'm definitely streaming Donkey Kong on Thursday. I might stream on Saturday, and I might do some Pocket on Thursday as well. We'll see. But yeah, I would love if you dropped a follow and go.
No, Friday.
Well, I mean, maybe Friday. I've got
the whole day missed in between.
Things to do. So we'll see.
But with the you guys check
definitely
them out.
drop a follow. Definitely drop a follow. I do play Pocket all the time, every day. And so there will definitely be a return to some Pocket content.
So make sure you guys to make sure you follow him on Twitch and YouTube. But thank you so much, Kronos, for being on here. Huge shout out to Mameso for getting an Ursiidays Pokemon Pocket weekly win, and huge shout out for Random Ways for being in the finals as well. If you guys are new here, hi, I'm Ursi. I stream Pokemon Pocket about 7 days a week, so if you're interested in Pokemon Pocket content, make sure to check out mine as well. But I do also want to give a huge shout out, even though Kronos and I did a lot of talking today. We would not be here if not for all of the players. So I do want to give a huge shout out to all of our players in the tournament. This competitive scene would not be so awesome without our awesome players, both in this tournament and other tournaments. Thank you guys so much for playing and spending those many hours playing Pokemon Pocket. I think Random Way said he spent like the 10 hours today playing the tournament and other Pokemon games. But absolutely fantastic job by everyone who played this weekend. And I just want to, there's so many hours that goes into this tournament that maybe sometimes people don't recognize. So thank you guys so much for playing. I also do want to say a huge shout out to all of our viewers. We wouldn't be here without you guys. We're really happy that we get to yap and chat a lot to you guys and hang out with you guys for so many hours on the weekend. So thank you guys so much for being here and being a part of the competitive scene. If it wasn't for our viewers, we wouldn't have our awesome sponsors like XP Collect, who puts up that 400 USD prize pool every single weekend. They have done so much for our competitive scene with giving us a monetary prize pool tournament for 34 weeks and literally the first week of Pokemon Pocket. So huge shout out to XP Collect. They're a little card shop up in New Jersey, actually. If you guys are interested, you can stop by, you can go there and buy cards in person. They're on TCG Player and things like that, but you can also pre-order all of your Pokemon needs and Pokemon cards from them. They have not had to cancel a pre-order in over, they said 8 years, but they told me this literally 37 weeks ago. So I have a feeling it's 9 years now, but I could be wrong. So I'm going to just say 8 years. So for at least 8 years, they have not had to cancel a pre-order. So if you're interested in pre-ordering like Black Bolt or White Flare, please check them out. There is a phone number that you guys can text, and it will keep you updated on all of the pre-order needs. It also lets them know that you really appreciate them and are really happy with their support of the community. So if you guys can, make sure to text that number I do also want to give a huge shout out to our judges and our mods. They put in so many hours every single weekend, oftentimes without even the chance of, getting any type of prize pool like the players do. So I do want to make sure that everyone is always appreciative and things like that of the judges. They put so much time in, and I'm so appreciative of them for putting in this time. They are so awesome. So really happy that, you know, the judges are a part of the team. With that being said, not a lot of people are still streaming right now. I'm looking for someone to stream. Fun fact, if you...
I sent you a DM.
Oh, you sent me a DM. My bad. I missed it.
It's fine. Yeah, if you guys are playing in the tournament, Ursi always tries to raid someone who played in the tournament. So don't end your if you're streaming, don't end your stream before she goes offline, because you get the a big raid, which makes it's real nice, especially small time streamers.
It's a great way
she
to
always makes an effort. There's been, I think, at least one time where there was no one left, and I had to stream someone else, but it's
yeah, most of the time we still get someone, though, even though it's been the day before. So we are gonna raid Jay. He has played every single weekend. Basically, I'm pretty sure he made this weekend as well. He was in our cut. Yeah, exactly. He was in our top cut today, so we're gonna have a lot of fun reading him. Also, fun fact: you should connect your Twitch channels to your limit list, so it tells me that you guys are live. But with that being said, I'm going to start waving now so I know this happens. If you're new here, make sure you hit the follow. We do have this tournament every single week, so make sure that you guys go in and sign up for it. We'd love to have you guys here, and we do everything we can to make it a cool and awesome experience. We do have a really awesome and active Discord as well, and we will be having a hangout this week. I already told Kronos this. He's in charge of the rules for the hangout. So if you are a YouTube member or a Twitch subscriber, you get to, join us for some games.